It's the Fifth Dimension Radio Sports Special. Live tonight, high school football. It's the Ellet Orangemen versus the Mogadore Wildcats. With your veteran sportscaster Ron Whitmer and co-host Chris Canova. Stay tuned for all the action right here on Fifth Dimension Radio Sports Special.
Good evening and welcome to Memorial Stadium at Mogadore High School for the Fifth Dimension Radio High School Game of the Week, brought to you by Jobs for Ohio's Graduates and the Stables. I'm Ron Whitmer, and I'm joined in the booth by color analyst Chris Canova for tonight's clash between neighboring school districts, the Mogadore Wildcats and the Ellet Orangemen. We're calling this one the Backyard Brawl, as the schools are separated by just about 2 miles. Tonight's game marks the second time these two teams have squared off on the gridiron since 1934, with Mogadore pulling away in the second half of last year's game at Ellet, coming away with a 34-18 victory. Ellet leads the all-time series 3-2. Mogadore's coming off a down year last year at 5-5, 6-6, but they're standing at 3-1 entering tonight's play. Ellet's 1-3 on the season, with a lone victory coming in a Week 2 thriller, 29-27 at Field. The Orangemen are led by first-year head coach Bob Sachs, who arrives with a record of success at Akron Garfield, where he guided the Golden Rams to a 79-72 record from 2002 to 2016. Matt Adorney is in his 22nd year at the Wildcats helm with a career record of 211-57. So lots to talk about, and we'll do just that after this timeout.
Jobs for Ohio's Graduates, JOG for short, is a workforce readiness nonprofit covering Northeast Ohio, including Ashland, Medina, Stark, Summit, and Trumbull counties, helping youth ages 14 to 24 and adults complete their education, develop soft skills, and start their careers. To make this possible, we need people like you to support the next generation of the workforce and partner with JOG today. Go to jogworks.org, JOGWORKS.org, for more ways to mentor and hire JOG participants, attend events, and more.
Ron Whitmer here pregame with Coach Bob Sachs. Coach, just before we came on mic here, we were talking about possibility of retirement. You put a lot of years in at Garfield, and then more recently a lot more over at Lake. So what brought you back?
When you're a head coach, you always think like a head coach, and even, it was nice. The last 8 years was nice. Lake's a great place. But I guess just deep down, I still had that little burning desire to be in charge again. And I've been in Ellet for 6 years now. This is my 7th year teaching there. And it's a great place. And I always felt like, man, I don't know why you guys aren't winning more games than what you're doing. And I don't know. I felt like I wanted to give it a shot one more time and see if I can change that.
Yeah, it leads me into, I run in occasionally to Coach Joe Yost, who is probably the most recent successful Ellet coach. So I assume you're hoping to build the program back at least to where Joe had it.
Absolutely. Like all those years as a player and then as a coach, like Ellet was always solid. They just were good. They were always just good. And some years they were better than others, but they haven't had a winning season since he stepped down in 2016. Right. So that's my goal is I want to bring that back. I want to get us back there if I can. And the kids have been great. They really have been.
So looking at your roster, you got a pretty young roster, but you certainly have some seniors. How's the buy-in from a senior class who's dealing with yet another new coach?
So these seniors, I am the 4th guy that they've dealt with. They were short-lived on one as freshmen, and then Coach Mitchell stepped in, who's on my staff. He did it for a year, and then they had the guy that was there for 2 years. So, and I told him, I go, look, I'm going to do everything I can for you. I go, but you're going to play football for me for about 3 months. So let's make the best of this opportunity that we can. But you guys need to know that, like, everything that I do is catered around those freshmen and sophomore kids, because they're the ones that are going to be with me for the next couple of years. They've been good. I tell you, the buy-in's been good. The young kids have been good. We're just really, really young.
Who are your leaders who've stepped up on offense here early in the season?
I can't speak enough about Terrence Parker and Brandon Knowles. Those two guys, Terrence is the quarterback. He does it all for us. He can run it. He can throw it. Brandon's a monster of a tailback at 6'1", 240 pounds. We try to let him just wear you down, and then I can't. Jelani Austin's done a really good job for us as a receiver, catching a lot of balls and doing some good things as well. Those three guys seniors have really stepped up.
And on defense, who can we look to be seeing?
Brandon Knowles. Brandon Knowles he's been everything. Like, he's our linebacker. Brandon Guest is the other inside backer that's done a great job. Jaden Cooper is an outside backer he's a junior, has done a really good job. Those are the three on defense that I think you'll see a lot tonight.
Strategy-wise, what can we look for on either side of the ball?
We want to try to dictate the tempo of the game. I want to keep the ball. I want to run the football. I want to throw it when I want to throw it. So we're going to try to control the line of scrimmage and keep the ball on offense, and then try to play some solid defense over there.
What concerns you most about Mogadore? I assume you've sseen some tape on that.
They're a good program. I mean, all they do is win out here, so they know how to win. Like, my team doesn't know how to win. Like, we're 1-3. I mean, we could be any variety of 4 games right now. We could be 0-4. We could be 4-0. We've been in every game to some point, and they know how to win. And they're 3-1. They've won games. They got a really good quarterback. They got a nice running back. They got some decent size on the line. So, there's a lot of things about them that scare me. But to me, it's all about us tonight. Like, we have to play. I've challenged them to play our best game.
Well, I can tell you, and having talked to Coach Adorney earlier in the week, he's more than a little concerned. So Chris knows this, am all about tonight because I lived in Ellet much of my life and moved to Mogadore in 10th grade. So it's a double alumni game, so I can obviously say that I'm pulling for you tonight, and I'm pulling for them tonight, Coach.
Well, I appreciate it.
Have a great game. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us.
Thanks for having me.
Horse racing is a great sport, and now you can have a horse in the race. Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning horse ownership experience. Purchase as little as 1% of a racehorse and pay a set monthly fee. No surprises, modest investment, low risk, and completely accessible and transparent operations. TheStable.ca offers a unique, engaging racehorse ownership experience and features great customer service and consistent updates about your horse. Our innovative video production team tracks your horse's training progress, and clients are encouraged to visit the horses at any time. TheStable.ca is right for harness racing, and if you want to have a horse in the race, it's right for you too. For more information about The Stable, email Anthony at thestable.ca or call 519-400-4263.
Ron Whitmer here pregame with Coach Matt Adorney from the Mogadore Wildcats. Coach, I was looking up just this morning. It's almost inconceivable to me that this is your 22nd year at the helm. Is that right?
Yeah. It's hard for me to believe. I was 29 when I got the job, but I'm 51 years old now, so time flies.
211 career victories and building on that, and you're still a young man. That's got to give you a good feeling, right?
Yeah, you get to a spot now where you feel good about what you've accomplished, and obviously, it's crazy. Some of those losses are the ones you remember more than some of the victories. But it's almost, you can't relax, but it definitely it's not as nerve-wracking as it was when I was a real young man and starting out and had a couple rough seasons by Mogadore standards to start, and definitely in a good mental place right now.
Absolutely. Well-deserved. So 3-1 this year after a kind of a rough start last year. And I was looking this morning, 4th in Joe Itel's Region 25 D7. So are you feeling pretty good about where you are as you build towards the postseason? And a secondary question to that is, I believe first year without a league championship to play for. Is that correct?
That'd be correct.
So focus is more on the playoffs then?
Yeah, and I feel at Mogadore, since in my home, we always, league titles are nice to win along the way, but we were always about building for the playoffs and trying to win in November. Last year we got lucky, that they expanded the playoffs, but we still made it in at 12, and we kind of proved our mettle, and it was kind of a nice road victory to go knock off a 9-1 team, and it meant a lot to the kids to not finish with a losing record. I know last year we started out 0-3. I believe that was the first time we were 0-3 at Mogadore since I've been alive. So we were definitely in uncharted territory. But this year we had a little bump down there at Dalton, but there wasn't I don't really believe in moral victories, but we played really hard. We were close to being able to win that football game. And proud of our effort down there. And then bouncing back last week, being down 14-0 on the road, had a very good Malvern team. Showed a lot about these kids and the fight that they have.
So tonight you have Ellett, and on the air I'm calling it the backyard brawl, right? A friend of mine who went to Ellett said on Friday nights they used to be able to sit in their stadium and see the lights from the Mogadore Stadium. That's how close these two schools are. You played for the first time since the 1930s last year at Ellett, pulled away and won by over 2 scores. Do you think that your team has improved since then, and even maybe slightly more importantly, I know you've seen Ellett on tape. What do you think about their team as compared to last year?
Well, I know we're in a better place than we were last year at that time, but I know they're in really good hands right now. Coach Sachs has a long career of not only winning as a head coach in the city, but being a part of Lake staff and doing a lot of winning down there and some big-time football. So he knows what he's doing. I know he's trying to implement his system, and, he's got a Mogadore guy over there on the sidelines with him calling the defense. So we have a lot of respect for, their coaching ability and their ability to get the kids, pointed in the right direction. On paper, athletically, we know they're going to be better than us at a lot of spots, but we're going to have to win with, execution and discipline and doing what we do.
Yeah. So you have 2 sons on the team, right? And one of them's on the homecoming court tonight, if I understand that right. So just what you need, another distraction. But as a father, how you feel about that?
I'm super proud of him. Luke, who is not on the court, he actually started at corner. He starts at corner now. We made a move with Laner moving up to more of a linebacker spot, so it opened up a spot. I talk about nervous. We got on a Dalton, and his first test is Luke's first test was Dalton, who's got this wide open offense, good athletes, and very proud of him. He stepped up and picked off a hitch early in that game. It was a real exciting moment for us, And he's holding his own out there. He's a freshman. Sometimes he looks like it, but he's a real smart kid. Thankfully, he's a lot bigger than Dad. He's almost pushing 6'2". He's got some height from Mom's side. And Blake's a fine football player, too. He's behind some good guys. He does a great job kind of leading the JV from a safety spot and receiver spot. And he's on the court tonight. So it's definitely different. It's been a very different season having them literally here now, but it's been really good. I don't really have a lot of direct contact with them position-wise where they're at now. And it makes for a happier home.
Big night here in Mogadore. Coach Matt Adorney, good luck to you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
So, just a few minutes here before kickoff. Ron Whitmer with you, and welcome to the booth. Chris Canova, our color analyst. And Chris, all kinds of interesting things happening tonight, and to me one of them is just the second meeting between these two teams since the 30s. So, selfishly, because of our illustrious leader, Bob Fritz being an Ellen alum and me being a Mogadore and Ellen alum, I'm interested, but I think the communities being so close are interested and kind of would like to see this as a yearly event, especially since Mogadore is now without a league.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you, Ron. It's a good matchup. Of course, Ellett has a new coach this year in Bob Sachs. He's hoping to bring them back to a place where they win more consistently. And, of course, the Wildcats, what can you say about them? Winning's their middle name, right? That's what they do.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what Coach Sachs laid out for us. It doesn't really matter what I think about them position to position. He just knows they're from a tradition, a winning tradition, and I think that's the thing that concerns him most. So, on your telephone, your tablet, your computer screen, the Wildcats will be moving from left to right as we ready ourselves for the opening kickoff. Kick will be taken by Tyler Pendergast for Mogadore. Jelani Austin is back, along with Trey Carter for Ellett. The kick is to Austin on the near side at the 20, of the 25 to 30. Breaks free at the 35 and is knocked down at about the 37-yard line, taken down there by number 36 for the Wildcats. They're going to give it to Pendergast. Tyler Pendergast, the kicker, took him down at the 15. So it'll be Ellet's ball to start the game. 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. We'll mark it. Beautiful night again for football. A little warm, but as the sun's setting, it's cooling off. Got a nice breeze coming across field at us. The quarterback is Parker. He'll have Knowles behind him. Parker in the shotgun, takes a snap, hands to Knowles, up the middle. He's across the 40, the 45 to the 50, down inside Mogador territory at the 49. So give Knowles a first down run of about 12 yards. Chris, it's evident already. He's a big fella, and there's some difficulty in the interior of the Mogador line to take Knowles down.
He's listed at 6'1", 240. He looks every bit of that.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
He's the biggest man on the football field. Maybe not, they're pretty big on the line, actually, Elliot, but
definitely in the backfield.
Certainly.
So Terrence Parker, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Hands again to Knowles. Knowles looking for a hole. He finds a little one and crosses up to about the Mogador 45. Getting 4 on the carry, and it'll bring up 2nd and 6 for the Orangemen. So.
Same play there. Same play, right side of the line.
And we didn't get to talk a whole lot on air before the game, Chris, but off the air we were talking we might well see a ground attack all night long on both sides of the ball. And certainly, the Ellet's finding out quickly whether that's going to happen for them. And in the first 2 plays, it definitely has. 2nd and 6, ball on the 45 of Mogador. Little different look this time. Parker fakes the handoff. He'll keep it himself, and he slips down for a short loss of about a half a yard.
Yeah, same play, more or less, just to the opposite side. Fake the handoff, quarterback keeper, and nothing really there. Probably pretty smart to get on the ground quick.
Landon Williams credited for the tackle for Mogador. So that brings up 3rd and 6. Just a very slight loss that time. Let's see if Elliott goes to the air for the first time. To the near side, it's Cordell Downing at wide receiver. Coming in motion is Austin. They hand it to him. He's across the 45 down to about the 41, but short of the first down. Jelani Austin with his first carry of the game. He's going to come up about 2 yards short of the first down, so our first big 3rd down of the game. Big 4th down, and Elliott being on the Mogador side appears to be going for it. Just inside the 41-yard line of the Wildcats.
Big play here, 4th down. You got to think big number 0 is getting this ball.
Parker takes a snap. He's looking for help, gets a block, and gets the first down yardage up to the 36-yard line of Mogador.
Well, I called that right, Ron. Of course he didn't get the ball, quarterback keeper, but he just followed that big tailback right through the hole, picked it up.
He sure did, yeah. So Elliott on the move. 1st and 10 at the Mogador 36, just underway, about 9 minutes remaining here in the first quarter from Mogador Memorial Stadium. I'm Ron Whitmer along with Chris Canova on Fifth Dimension Radio.
Coach Sachs said, hey, he wants to run the ball and run the ball some more, so that's what we're seeing here.
Parker along with Knowles. He's going to drop the pass this time. He has a man open at the 25. It's caught there. Taken down for the first down is Trey Carter.
Nice throw. Something simple.
Carter picks up the first down for the Orangemen, and they continue to move. Carter's a 6'1 junior. 8:31 remaining. Still no score, but Elliott on the move. 1st and 10 at the 25.
If you look at the cornerbacks, they're given, 10 yards? 7 to 10 yards.
Parker surveying, takes a snap, fakes the Knowles. He'll keep it. Coming to the left side. He's met near the line of scrimmage and falls forward for about a 3 or 4 yard gain. Tackle for Mogador appeared to be Caden Smith.
Nice little run there. He's slippery, isn't he, Ron? I mean, he looks like he's going down and slips 1 or 2 tackles.
Yeah, and he appears to do a really nice job of seeing what's in front of him, right? He's not predisposed to any particular spot. He's looking for the hole. He's got a big line up front. We're talking about Terrence Parker, the quarterback for Ellett. 2nd down and about 7. This time he hands off to a new running back, number 10, and that is Jaden Cooper. And Cooper is ahead for about a yard gain.
Landon Williams on the stop for the Wildcats.
That'll bring up a 3rd and 6 for the Orangemen. Yeah, we're going to call it 5 now. They moved it ahead another yard. 3rd and 5, ball spotted at the 20 of Mogadore. 7:08 remaining first quarter. So Mogadore, Chris, got to show the ability to put together 2 or 3 stops here.
Right.
Because they're giving up some decent chunks on the ground.
Well, Ellett comes out, 2 tight ends, 2 tight slots.
Hand off to Knowles up the middle. He'll fall ahead for a couple, but he's short of the first down. Should bring up a 4th and about 3.
Looks like they're slipping a lot, doesn't it, Ron? It's just having a little bit of trouble getting through that hole, which, frankly, that hole was there.
Right. Trusky was on the tackle for Mogadore. Brings up a big 4th and about 3. So you would think the Orangemen might consider keeping it on the ground. The formation is tight. Nobody's out wide. Knowles behind Parker. Fake the direct snap. Parker keeps it, and Mogadore's into the backfield, and he's going to be stopped short by a host of Wildcat tacklers. Looked like the first one there was number 37 for the Wildcats.
One to the well, one too many times there, Ron. They ran that play, 3 or 4 times that series, and Mogadore was all over
Absolutely, and my number reading ability already has challenged me tonight. It was number 27. That's Hopkins for Mogadore on the tackle. Jake Hopkins. He's a 6-foot, 195-pound junior. So the Wildcats will take over now. Maddox Smith in at quarterback with 2 men in the backfield. The toss looks to be to Lehner. He's ahead and still fighting across the line of scrimmage. Got a nice pickup there, up across the 25 to about the 27. Lehner on the carry for the Wildcats.
I'm sorry, Ron.
That's all right. Bring up a 2nd and a long 1. We'll call it 2. 2nd and 2.
Nice little toss sweep there, and the Ellett defense just overruns the play. He cuts it back, and nice run.
Smith under center. Had trouble with the snap, kept the ball. Crossed the line of scrimmage, but I believe he's going to come up short of the first down. In fact, it looks like either a short loss or no gain.
Hey, bobbled the snap there.
A little bit of trouble, so just ever so slight loss. It's going to be 3rd and about a yard. 5:02 remaining, no score in the first quarter.
Another big play, 3rd down and 1.
Under center again is Maddox Smith. He takes the snap, hands to Lehner. Lehner's got the first down across the 30, the 35 to the 37-yard line, and a big run for Connor Lehner, the big Mogadore back.
Nice little lead play there to the left, hit the hole, and next thing you know, 10 yards.
Lehner's 205-pound senior running back. 1st and 10, Mogadore. Ball spotted at the 38-yard line of Mogadore. Smith with the pitch this time to Lehner to the near side. He's across the 35 and bumped out of bounds just behind the line of scrimmage at about the 38-yard line. So we'll call it no gain. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Terrence Parker came up that time and gave him a pretty good hit. Going both ways for the Orangemen.
Second and 10. This time Smith is in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the near side. Smith Direct snap running across the 45 to the 50 to the 45 of Ellet, inside the 45 to about the 43-yard line. On the quarterback keeper is Maddox Smith with a big run for the Wildcats.
First down.
So here we go, back and forth in what's turning out to be a pretty quick first quarter. Almost everything on the ground. 3:33 remaining, no score. Mogadore 1st and 10 on the Orangeman 43-yard line. Maddox Smith under center. Lehner behind him, the hand to Lehner. Inside, Lehner, pickup of about 5, maybe 6. Let's give him 5 yards up to the 38-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 5.
Nice job there following his lead blocker. Who's their fullback? I missed that number there.
It looks like it's been number 40, who is Landon Williams.
Doing a great job. Just picking up the first guy he sees, the linebacker. Got to give the line credit, too. They're handling those nose guards right now up front.
It's actually, looks like 88 Benedum in the backfield. Toss to Lehner. Lehner's up near the first yardage, but about a yard short. It'll bring up about 3rd and 1. And that is Dylan Benedum, Chris, that's in the backfield with him supplying the big blocks. He's a 250-pound, 15-pound, 6'4" junior. Also a big part of the Wildcats' defense.
Just solid football, right? Just right at him.
So nothing fancy, not pretending to be anything they're not. 3rd down 1 for Mogadore. Full house backfield this time. Smith turns, hands to Lehner. We got whistles, and somebody maybe got started early. They did. So that'll set the Wildcats back 5 yards. Instead of 3rd and short, it'll be 3rd and moderate at about their 39-yard line.
It's a pretty big penalty on 3rd down.
It sure is. When you got 3rd and 1, you pretty much just line it up and play a little smash mouth. Now you got to think about it. Not saying they won't do the same thing, but let's see what they come out in. We have split out wide for Mogadore is Landon Williams to the far side.
Tripp's right.
Smith tosses into the flats. It's caught, but brought down short of the first down for Mogadore is Cade Thomas. Looked like a gain of about 2, maybe 3. It's going to bring up a 4th and short, 4th and about, we'll call it 2 at the 36-yard line. Call it 3. 4th and 3 at the 36. Wildcats need to get the ball to the Ellet 33 for a first down. Wide to the far side again is Thomas. Smith in the shotgun. Low snap. He's got a man open in the flats. Doesn't see him,
nice
and the
play.
pass is almost picked off by Brandon Knowles for Ellet. So for the second time in the first quarter, we'll have the ball turned over on downs, and the Orangemen will take over at the 36. Let's pause for this 30-second timeout, and we'll be right back.
Jobs for Ohio's Graduates, JOG for short, is a workforce readiness nonprofit covering Northeast Ohio, including Ashland, Medina, Stark, Summit, and Trumbull counties, helping youth ages 14 to 24 and adults complete their education, develop soft skills, and start their careers. To make this possible, we need people like you to support the next generation of the workforce and partner with JOG today. Go to jogworks.org, JOGWORKS.org for more ways to mentor and hire JOG participants, attend events, and more.
Jelani Austin on the handoff for Ellet as we're back here at Mogadore. A pickup of about 6 yards on first down. Give him 7. So the ball will be spotted at the Ellet 43-yard line. 2nd and 3, 1:08 remaining. First quarter, no score from Mogadore's Memorial Stadium.
Well, so far, Brandon Knowles is really stepping up for the Orangemen, offense and defensively.
Absolutely. I'm kind of surprised they don't hand it to him every time. This time, handoff inside for Ellet is to number 10, Jaden Cooper. Cooper on the carry for Ellet, gets the first down up to the 48-yard line where the Orange will have it 1st and 10.
Coach Sachs, I think, is just giving him some breather. He's out last series for a few plays as well. sharing the duties back there, doing a good job. Doing a real good job.
Absolutely. So the big fellas this time at the up back. Cooper next to Parker in the backfield. Looked like they got started early. A reverse to the near side. It's Austin across the 45, across midfield, 45-40, and taken out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. We have 2 flags on the play, and they may be both for a hold, but it looked like Ellett got started early there, Chris, or did I just miss that?
There was a block on the back down here, I believe.
We got 3 flags,
holding,
actually. Yeah, we got a little bit of everything. So
they climbed that.
So there were
multiple holding calls, and they're going to take the one furthest back so they can get.
There was one illegal shift that looked like that was declined, and they're going to accept the hold from the spot of the foul.
I think that one's going to be from the line of scrimmage. Well, I mean, it is, which is the spot of the foul.
Right,
so.
Pretty close either way.
Because the other one was downfield 5 yards, so.
Gotcha. Yeah, they're marking it off. So it'll take the ball back to the Ellett 38 and bring up 1st and 20 this time.
Big penalty, though, Ron. I mean, think about that. That was a 15, 18-yard gain.
Right, nearly a 20-yard gain by Austin. A nice design on the play, but couple things broke down there, and Ellett will find themselves 1st and 20, and we're running up to the end of the first quarter. No score from Mogadore. Let's take this 60-second timeout.
Tired of boring off-the-rack tees? Want to express your unique style or promote your business? How about create an unforgettable memory? Call us at Screenprint Original, 330-414-1635, 330-414-1635. We bring ideas to life. We offer high-quality DTF transfers on a variety of apparel, ensuring vibrant colors and lasting designs, from custom creations to bulk orders, all for you. If you have an idea, give us a call at 330-414-1635, 330-414-1635. You can also drop us a line at screenprintoriginal@gmail.com. We look forward to serving you.
Ron Whitmer, Chris Canova back here at Mogadore Memorial Stadium. First quarter, quick first quarter. Boy, I haven't had many of those this season.
No, we haven't.
No score and a lot of running, some successful running by both teams, and some costly penalties. And thus we're at 0-0. Ellett will have the ball 1st and 20 when play resumes here in the second quarter.
6 first downs in the first half, 4 for the Orangemen, I think 2 for the Wildcats. Both teams moving the ball.
Right, we've had some action. We just have had no scoring. So Ellett comes out. 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Parker now sends a man in motion in the near side. He'll pull the ball down and run across the 40 up to the 46-yard line, where he's taken down and bringing up a 2nd and 2. Another nice pickup by Terrence Parker, the quarterback for Ellett.
Nice little fake swing pass to the right, and he takes off with it.
So I would think Coach Bob Sachs has got to be pretty happy at this point. The penalties are going to bother him like they would any coach, but his guys seem to be winning the battle for the most part up front and running the ball at will. A couple have been called back. But here they are at their own 46-yard line, 2nd and 2, just underway second quarter. Terrence Parker in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He's looking to throw, this time to the near side. The pass is a little late arriving, and a nice job by the Wildcats' number 13, Luke Adorni, the freshman, coach's son, right there on the play to knock it down and bring up a 3rd and 2.
Really nice play.
So we've been here before. 3rd and short.
Yeah, we have. Well, it's 3rd and 12.
Oh, I'm sorry. 3rd and 2 plus 10. Yeah, forget about the penalty. So it's 3rd and 12. Brings up what you would think would be another passing situation for Ellet. We'll see what they choose to do. Parker in the shotgun. Takes a snap, rolls left. Looks downfield. He's got a man wide open at the 25. He catches it at the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Ellet. The catch is by Trey Carter, the 6'1 junior, in a huge play. A 52-yard pass from Terrence Parker to Trey Carter. And the Orange are first on the board.
Okay, I'm starting to think Coach Sachs is maybe sandbagging us a little bit. I want to run the ball. No, I'm kidding. But I tell you what, that's what running the ball does, right? I mean, everybody's sucked up on the line of scrimmage, and that's what happens. The guy goes running free.
Help me on the kicker number here, Chris, because I didn't pick it up in pregame. Looks 21, am I right? Yeah. So 21 is Andrew Slater attempting the extra point. Snap, spot, kick is low and blocked. So no good on the extra point attempt by Andrew Statler, and I apologize, I got it wrong the first time. So we'll remain at 6-0. Ellet leads Mogadore with 11:06 to go in the second quarter. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout.
Jobs for Ohio's Graduates, JOG for short, is a workforce readiness nonprofit covering Northeast Ohio, including Ashland, Medina, Stark, Summit, and Trumbull counties, helping youth ages 14 to 24 and adults complete their education, develop soft skills, and start their careers. To make this possible, we need people like you to support the next generation of the workforce and partner with JOG today. Go to jogworks.org, jogworks.org for more ways to mentor and hire JOG participants, attend events, and more.
So back here at Mogadore Memorial Stadium, and I may have misspoke the second time, Jelani Austin on the catch for the Orangemen. At any rate, it's 6-0. Ellet leads Mogadore, 11:06 to go here in the second quarter. Statler will kick off for the Orangemen from the 40. Ellet moving left to right on your computer screen or smartphone. He approaches. The kick is a low line drive. It's going to fall at about the 15, and it's squibbing inside the 5. Picked up at that point by Mogadore up to about the 15, and it looks like it's Colin Hendrickson on the return.
You know, the Orangemen they look sharp tonight.
They do. Other than a couple of penalties, they have been very sharp, and it's got to be pleasing to Coach Sachs to see that early. So we'll see. You know, Mogadore set back now. Inside they're going to set it right at about the 15. So they're going to need an 85-yard drive to even things up or take the lead here.
There was a flag.
And I missed that, so are they going to, looks like they're going to march it off against Mogadore.
Yeah, holding against Mogadore.
So that'll be a half the distance call. Should put it down somewhere between the 7 and 8 yard line. They're going to sit it right at the 7, just inside the 7 yard line. Where the Wildcats will have it 1st and 15. So Ellet off to the first half lead here. Let's see if the Wildcats can respond. Maddox Smith, the quarterback, at his own 3. He'll keep it. He'll go up the middle. He's got space. He's up across the 15, across the 20 to about the 21-yard line. A nice first down pickup by Maddox Smith of about 11 yards. I take that back, about 14 yards.
Spread them out a little bit that time, and nice little hole up the middle. Took advantage of it.
So a little breathing room for Mogadore. They'll be at their own 21-yard line, 1st and 10. 10:36 remaining, second quarter. Maddox Smith. 2 in the backfield. Hands off to Lehner. Lehner's got a pickup of about 2 yards. It's taken down that time by Knowles for Ellet. To Chris's point, he's been just about everywhere.
Lined up in the eye. Just a good old-fashioned lead play.
You'll see a lot of that out of Mogadore. Things that you've seen before but have been successful, and they're going to stick with them until you can stop them. Benedum alongside Smith. Smith in the shotgun. Looks to pass to the near side. Caught there, but taken out of bounds. The catch is by number 8, K. Thomas, for a small pickup of about 2. That'll bring up 3rd down and 6 yards to go. Mogadore at their own 25-yard line.
You know, when they go wide like that, doesn't seem to be working very well. You know, Ellett just has much more speed.
Yeah, that's showing itself so far.
Yeah.
Smith rolling right, looking downfield, pulls it down. He's got some running room to the near side across the 25 to the 30. 35, makes a move, spins across the 40 and knocked out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. The tackle for Ellett is number 6, Terrence Parker, the quarterback. A nice job that time, Chris, by Smith, recognizing he didn't have anything deep, so he spun out, came to the near side, had a big pickup on first down, or for a first down out to the 42, call it 43-yard line now. Mogadore back to midfield, and this is where they got to start punching things in. 1st and 10 at the 43. Smith rolls right this time, looking to run again. He'll turn it upfield, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage. And again, Knowles on the tackle. One-man wrecking crew, but a flag on the play. Coach Dorney is not happy, so you got to think this is going against Mogadore.
In the spot of another holding. I didn't see the flag, though, did you?
I didn't. I just heard the call from the PA announcer. Jack Hugg, the veteran PA announcer here.
They declined it.
Tip of the hat to that. So, interesting.
That's a very interesting call, right?
Yeah, at midfield to turn down what appeared to be a 10-yard penalty. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10. That's an indication of a guy who believes in his defense, for sure. Smith. Lehner in motion, low snap, and flags all over the place here. Looks like Mogadore maybe got started early again. Yep, they're going to march off 5.
I think Coach Adorni will take that. That did not look good.
No, it didn't. The ball rolled back to the quarterback and was kind of loose, so I agree with you, Chris. 5 yards with the ball is better than giving up the ball. So Mogadore will live to play another down. It's 2nd down 15 now. Ball on their own 38-yard line. Smith in the shotgun. He'll roll right. He's looking to throw. Looking over the middle. He's got a man wide open. It's Lehner. Lehner pulls it in at the Ellett 30-yard line. Nice job by Smith. Looked like maybe his 2nd or 3rd option on that one, Chris. And
it did.
It wasn't the best thrown ball, but he found the guy who was wide open, who was Connor Lehner, the running back for the big gainer down to the 30-yard line. So 1st down for the Wildcats on the Ellett 30, 8:44 remaining, 2nd quarter. Ellett leads 6-0.
You know, they get behind the sticks 2 or 3 times now, but able to make those big plays.
Smith under center. Turns, hands to Benedum up the middle. He's got 5. He's got maybe 6 or 7 yards on the carry. Dylan Benedum with a big carry brings up 2nd and short for the Wildcats as they continue to move the ball. 2nd and a long 2. Sun setting here at Mogadore. Another beautiful night for high school football. A little warm, but no rain, no weather to be spoken of. Pitch this time and met in the backfield is the running back from Mogadore, and a great job of pursuit that time by Jaden Cooper for Ellett with the tackle for a loss. That'll set the ball back to the 29-yard line and bring up 3rd and 9 for the Wildcats. So not what they're looking for on that play.
Great play there, but I didn't catch who that was.
Cooper with a great job of getting into the backfield and making a solid tackle. Smith alone in the backfield. Lehner in motion. Smith has a man open but overthrows him. Looks like a holding call, though, right near the receiver. And if it was, the hold was on Elijah Griffin for the Orangemen.
Yeah, smart move by the young man, really. He was beat, so we grabbed him. Better the penalty than a touchdown, right?
Most likely was going to be a touchdown, so I agree.
Actually, the guy that was really wide open was the guy on the left seam. Did you see him?
Yes, I did. And I originally thought that's who he was going to throw to.
Yeah.
I think he did not see him. At any rate, the 10 yards will be just enough for the first down. 15 yards. They're going to spot the ball at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 for the Wildcats.
So Mogadore will have the ball. First down and 10. Now they're going to move the ball again down to the 15-yard line. First and 10 at the 15 for the Wildcats. Full house backfield behind Smith. He pitches to Lehner. He's got blockers in front. He's got about 4, maybe 5 yards on the first down carry. We'll give him 4. Bring up second and 6. Ball spotted at about the Ellett 12-yard line. So that'll give them a 3-yard gain. Second and 7.
Mogadore just puts a lot of blockers at the point of attack, and they really make the defense work.
So second and 7. Smith again with full house. He'll turn. He'll fake the Lehner. He's looking in the end zone. He's got a man open. He catches it. Did he get a foot in? He did. The Mogadore touchdown. Pass caught by number 11, Colin Hendrickson from Maddox Smith. For the 12-yard touchdown pass, and that'll bring us even at 6. Awaiting the extra point try, and it'll be Tyler Pendergast. And Mogadore fans will remember that last name from the big 90s state championship game when his father hit the big kick to win it for the Wildcats. So Pendergast approaches, kick is up, and right down the middle, giving Mogadore a 1.76 lead. Let's take this 30-second timeout, and we'll be back.
Mogadore and Ellett fans share a hunger for football. They share an even bigger hunger for great food. You're invited to feed that hunger with a post-game $10 pepperoni pizza special at Roma's Mogadore, located at 3763 Mogadore Road, or a $5.99 breakfast special at the legendary Lamppost Restaurant, 2146 East Market Street, Akron. They may be rivals on the field, but if there's one thing the Wildcats and the Orangemen agree on, it's a great meal at Roma's Mogadore and the Lamppost in Ellett.
Hey, fans, you can hear and see a broadcast of tonight's game by searching for Fifth Dimension Radio on the YouTube app on your favorite digital service. Smartphone, smart TV, tablet, anywhere you get your online digital content. Friday night games are posted this succeeding Saturday night or Sunday afternoon. So if you'd like to see this one and see how many mistakes I made, boy, get your pencil out. Check that out this weekend.
Well, how about the passing attacks, right? Who would have thunk?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, run, touchdown by pass. So it's been a really, to my way of thinking, Chris, a well-played first half.
It really has.
6:28 remaining, and Mogadore up 7-6. Kickoff is just short one to the up man at the 30. He's across the 35, still on his feet, going wide, taken down there by 13 for Mogadore, who is Luca Dorney, right there again. And the return was from Jaden Cooper for Ellett. So the Orangemen will have the ball with 6:20 left here in the first half, trailing by a point. Ball will be spotted at the 33-yard line of Ellett.
I tell you, Terrence Parker for Ellett has passed the ball. I think he has 76 yards passing, a TD. Also has another almost 20 yards rushing. pretty impressive start for him.
Here's the thing, Chris, and we've mentioned this. I'll get this play in first, but I want to talk about the size of the Ellet roster possibly being a factor. We're talking about their size on the field, but there is another concern. Parker in the backfield, hands to Knowles. Knowles is up across the line of scrimmage, very hard to take down. He was stopped for about a yard gain and ends up with about a 4-yard pickup out of sheer brute force that time. In the middle of that bunch making the tackle for Mogador looks like number 56, who is James Pollock.
Knowles just puts his head down and just barrels over people, but he's going both ways, and I think you were going to make a point right there, Ron, about roster size of Ellet. Just not a lot of.
It's for a big school, and then Coach Sachs, with some success, will change this. But there's less than 30 guys dressed for Ellet tonight on the sideline. So Parker. Second down and about 6. He'll keep it this time. He's across the 40 to the 42 and looks to be right about the first down marker. And they're going to signal the chain gang ahead, give him a first down. 1st and 10, Ellet. Ball at their own 43-yard line, 5:25 remaining in the first half.
I'll tell you what, he's like one step away from breaking it, right? He's very, very close.
I'm anxious to see what kind of breakaway speed he may have.
Really an entertaining game, back and forth.
Yeah, a little bit of smash mouth, and then a little bit of modern spread it out football. Snap, handoff again to Knowles. He hesitates and then finds the hole. First down pickup of about 9, just short of the first down. So it's not all about brute force. He kept his feet moving that time.
Right.
Got behind his blockers, found a sliver, got through it, and picked up 9 yards to the Mogador 48. 4:35 remaining first half.
Well, Coach Sachs said before the game, he wants to keep the ball. Doesn't want to give Mogador an opportunity here.
Yeah, and for the most part, they're getting that done. Parker, 2nd and 1. He is going to look to throw. Pump fake. He's got a man breaking open on the far side. Wide open at the 20-10 touchdown. I don't see any flags this time. That pass was to number 17, Trey Carter on the far side.
That was a very nice design play. Set it up very nicely with the little play action and beautifully thrown ball.
Really,
right on the spot.
Really was. So 48-yard pickup, did I get that right?
I was going to say 52.
Okay. Probably what it was. Chris and I discussed before the game. We need a ball spotter.
That's right.
Mr. Fritz, can we hire a ball spotter? Yeah, we're rolling in the cash, right? They'll go for 2 here on the extra point. Parker keeps it up the middle. He's near the goal line.
Got it, I think.
Pushing, shoving. I don't see any signal.
No.
Looks like he's going to end up short. So they're turned away on the 2-point conversion attempt. But Ellet will go ahead. 12-7, 4:12 remaining in the half. And at this point, hey, fans, I want to take the opportunity here for a special shout-out to a Mogador alum, Jerry Fitt. Jerry is tuned into tonight's live stream with his friends at Pebble Creek Healthcare Center in Greene. Thanks for listening, Jerry, and good luck to your Wildcats tonight. So, Mr. Fritz, it's good that we're starting to hear from people before the game about tuning in. So things are heading in the right direction for the Orangemen. They're heading in the right direction for the broadcast crew here at Fifth Dimension Radio. So thanks, Jerry, and for your Wildcats, hang in there. They're just down 1 score, and it looks like it's going to be a tight one all the way. So we have 4:12 remaining here first half. Chris, Mogador certainly enough time to run it down the field, but they've shown the ability to find the open man in the air, just like Ellet has.
Well, the quarterback for Mogador has played a heck of a game so far. He's ran the ball well. Max Smith has played a great game so far, so I expect him to do the same here on this drive.
Andrew Statler has it teed up for the Orangemen at the 40. The kick is a low bouncer, comes down inside the 30 and goes out of bounds So a kicking procedure call here. Will give the Wildcats the ball in good field position with 4:12 remaining in the second quarter.
You hate to see that end of the first half here. They're going to get the ball on the 40-yard line, I believe. And short field.
Yeah,
maybe not short, but shorter.
Right. They're going to mark it at the 35.
35, okay.
So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Hey, fans, quick reminder, you can hear and see a video replay of tonight's game this coming Monday night at 6 o'clock, streaming live on WAOH.TV. That's WAOH TV, Monday at 6. Mogadore 1st and 10. Smith takes it, runs up the middle. He's near the 40-yard line for about a 5-yard pickup on first down. That'll bring up 2nd and 5. Just over 4 minutes remaining here in the first half.
So on that play there, they're just leading with their halfback. So the halfback's hitting the hole, and the quarterback's following them, and Maddox Smith's doing everything for the Wildcats tonight.
They want to remind you to stick around at halftime. We have a couple of guests coming up to the booth. We'll talk to longtime Mogadore basketball coach Russ Swartz, and also to one of our sponsors, Vince Rosnack from Edward Jones. Smith takes the snap, hands off to Lehner, and he's across the 45 to the 46. First down for Mogadore. They continue to move the ball, trying to take that lead back here at the end of the first half.
Well, Coach Adorni has to like this. Looks like they're taking a little bit more control of the offensive of the line of scrimmage.
First and 10, ball at 46. Looked like Mogadore got started early, and they did. Looked like number 11, Colin Hendrickson, who caught the touchdown, got started a little early there, so they'll set it back 5. It'll be 1st and 15, 3:02 remaining.
Well, they they like those tight ends, right? On those play-action plays or play-action passes. Been very successful with that play tonight so far.
So Smith gets the play from the sideline, heads back to the huddle, lets his guys know what the plan is. The plan is an empty backfield. In motion is Lehner. He takes the inside handoff, and he's met in the backfield for a big-time loss. Guess who? Brandon Knowles, right there. He is having a half, both sides of the ball.
He really is. They try to go side to side running the ball. It is tough sledding for the Wildcats.
Lost back to the 36, so Mogadore 2nd down 20. Gotta think they something a little different. Got trips to the near side this time. Lehner alongside Smith. Actually, it's Benedum in the backfield. Smith looking to pass. Has a man wide open on the near side. It's caught there at the 35 to the 20, 25, 10. A nice move, and into the end zone for the Wildcats is Cade Thomas. A nice job of waiting on the pass. Let the defender run by him at about the 10 and took it on into the end zone. So the Wildcats strike quickly on the Smith to Thomas touchdown pass.
64 yards in that pass play.
That makes it 13-12 pending the extra point attempt from Tyler Pendergast. So Mogadore attempting to take the 2-point lead here. Spot, kick, good, but we have a flag. Did Mogadore jump? False start on Mogadore, 5-yard penalty. Kick was good, so they'll have to retry the point. And Chris, it's looking like it's going to remain a close game. So these extra points could make the difference here later in the game. So
couldn't agree more.
You don't want to be getting sloppy here.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. And clearly, Mogadore has an advantage here.
So it looks like, and we talked to Coach Adorni about this, about a 30, 35-yard range for Pendergast. Spot. Kick is low this time and no good, so the penalty is very costly. 1:53 remaining first half. Mogadore leads Ellett 13-12. Let's take this 60-second break.
If your saving for retirement approach involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," Edward Jones can help. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Or if you're in retirement and want a second opinion, let's talk. Edward Jones financial advisor Vince Rosnack can help. Stop by or call Vince today at 234-571-9913 to set an appointment. Or stop by the office at 529 Canton Road in Ellett, across from Eastgate Plaza.
Jobs for Ohio's Graduates, JOG for short, is a workforce readiness nonprofit covering Northeast Ohio, including Ashland, Medina, Stark, Summit, and Trumbull counties, helping youth ages 14 to 24 and adults complete their education, develop soft skills, and start their careers. To make this possible, we need people like you to support the next generation of the workforce and partner with JOG today. Go to jogworks.org, JOGWORKS.org for more ways to mentor and hire JOG participants, attend events, and more.
Kickoff fielded by Carter for Ellett. He's across the 30, across the 40, and drug out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. So a big return by Trey Carter, who just not too long ago caught a touchdown pass for the Orangemen. So he's got them right back in good field position near midfield with still 1:43 remaining. Both teams with 3 timeouts, so we could see a lot more action here before the half, Chris.
A lot of fireworks, right?
So we mentioned the small in numbers, Ellett, but boy, they're big up front. I'm watching the linemen come across at us here to start this series, and there's some big fellas up there knocking some folks around and giving Knowles and Parker some room to run. Parker takes the snap, rolls to his left. He's got a man out in the flat. Caught there by Carter about the 50, across the 50 to the 47 of Mogadore. Give him about 6 on the catch. So Carter is the hot hand in the wide receiver room for the Orangemen, and Terrence Parker is looking for him.
Terrence Parker's throwing a great ball.
Parker in the backfield with Knowles. Looking, pulls down the pass up through the middle. First down yardage across the 40 up to near the 35-yard line, where the Orangemen will have it. 1st and 10 at the Mogadore 35, 1:04 remaining first half. And with that, we're going to get a timeout from Ellett. We'll take this 30-second break and be right back.
Mogadore and Ellett fans share a hunger for football. They share an even bigger hunger for great food. You're invited to feed that hunger with a post-game $10 pepperoni pizza special at Roma's Mogadore, located at 3763 Mogadore Road, or a $5.99 breakfast special at the legendary Lamppost Restaurant, 2146 East Market Street, Akron. They may be rivals on the field, but if there's one thing the Wildcats and the Orangemen agree on, it's a great meal at Roma's Mogadore and the Lamppost in Ellett.
So back here, just before half, with the Wildcats leading the Ellett Orangemen 13-12. Ellett on the move at the Mogadore 35-yard line after the first time out of the half.
Terrence Parker show right now, Ron.
It is, and he's got the big fella next to him in the backfield. Parker in the shotgun, Knowles next to him on the near side. Going in the motion is Austin. Back to pass is Parker. Can't find anybody, and he's got a tiger by the tail as Mogadore's trying to pick up who had the tackle that time. It looked like Sam Wyatt for Mogadore.
Caden Smith was on that last stop.
And they're going to give it to Caden Smith. It's the night that the lights went out in Mogadore. Yeah. Got a little dark here in the press box for a second, but a great defensive effort by Smith that time led to no gain for Ellett. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, I'll tell you, Coach Adorni is probably worried about Terrence Parker taken off because that young man has some wheels, and man, he's throwing a great ball tonight.
Yeah, and you're right. He was definitely taken off, but Smith got him by the jersey and drug him down.
Right.
So a reminder, we'll hear from former Mogador head basketball coach Russ Swartz coming up here at halftime. Looking forward to chatting with him. Second down 10, Ellett. Ball at the Mogador 35. Parker standing on his own 40 in the shotgun. He'll roll left. He's looking downfield. He's got a man. He didn't see him. He pulls it down and throws it the last second up for grabs and knocked down on the far side. Kind of a dark corner over there. And it looks like it was Lehner who knocked that one down.
I think that's who it was.
Wildcat.
I think that's who it was. He's lucky it wasn't picked off.
Yeah.
And then it got through his hands, and the Ellett kid almost caught it.
Yeah, Coach Adorni told us in the pregame, Lehner's not only the, I was going to say all-league, that isn't all-league this year, but an all-league type running back, but also in the awesome job in the defensive backfield. 3rd and 10 for Ellett at the Mogador 35, 44 seconds remaining in the first half. Low snap. Parker rolling left, has a man just across the 30, inside the 30 at about the 28-yard line. That catch looked like it was caught by Elijah Griffin. So it'll bring up a 4th and 3.
Well, now they can run the ball here with Brandon Knowles if they want to. The quarterback can run the ball. All kinds of options, and I can't see the clock from where I'm sitting, but how much time's left, Ron?
Well, they're running the timeout clock right now, so
okay.
I can't tell you exactly, but it's certainly under a minute, under 30 seconds, I believe. Ellett just took their last timeout. Reminder, we've got the Edward Jones halftime report coming up. We'll hear from Russ Swartz and from our halftime sponsor, Vince Rosnack from Edward Jones, and we'll Vince is going to help me learn what to do with all the vast retirement monies I have. And perhaps Coach Swartz here needs some of that advice, too, because we know the basketball coaches are rolling in it. They are rolling in it. Got to protect that stuff. 4th down and 3. Ellett at the Mogador 33-yard line. Parker with Knowles. I'll be shocked if Knowles doesn't touch it in some way. We'll see what happens. Parker. Knowles going out to the left side. He does toss it to Knowles. He catches it at the 21 where he's taken down by Lehner. And, boy, it's a dark corner over there. And they'll try to pick up. And quickly, Ellett will spike the ball as the clock's down to 21 seconds. We'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, you were right, Ron. They little dump pass to Knowles there. Pick up the first down. Quick little 7-yard gain. Then he stopped the clock. Really impressed with that young man so far.
Chris, I think that cornerback on that previous tackle on the far side is Cade Thomas, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, a little dark over there. 2nd down and 10 because of the spiked ball. And whistles. Dead ball foul. Let's see. I didn't see anybody jump on either side. Chris, did you pick it up? Well, it's going to be on Ellett. It's going to be on Ellett. That'll move them back to the 28-yard line, 27-yard line. 20 seconds remaining now. 2nd down and 14. Snap to Parker. He's got a man over the middle. He hits him. It's Jelani Austin at the 15-yard line, short of the first down. 14 seconds, clock running. You have to assume Ellett will spike it again. Snap, spike, 7 seconds remaining. So they'll have time for at least one more effort, possibly two, Chris, if they pass the ball quickly here. What are you thinking here on this?
Well, it's 4th down.
4th down.
7 seconds? I'm sorry,
yeah,
Ron,
7 seconds. 7 seconds to go in the half. Mogador up by 1 at 13-12.
I think he's going in the end zone, Ron.
4th down from the 15-yard line. Pretty much has to, because by the time you get set, even after a quick first down, if it's inbounds, you're not going to have time. So look for Parker to throw it down, or possibly, if the C's open, a quarterback keeper up the middle. He drops the ball, picks it back up. He's going to run it across the 15, across the 10, spin move down to about the 6-yard line, and that's going to be all for the first half. Bad snap. Tackle that time for Mogadore. Looked like Benedum that stopped Parker from doing any more damage. So at halftime here from Mogadore Memorial Stadium, it's the Mogadore Wildcats 13, the Ellet Orangemen 12. We'll take this quick 30-second timeout, and we'll be back to hear from Mogadore's former head basketball coach, Russ Swartz.
If your saving for retirement approach involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," Edward Jones can help. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Or if you're in retirement and want a second opinion, let's talk. Edward Jones financial advisor Vince Rosnack can help. Stop by or call Vince today at 234-571-9913 to set an appointment. Or stop by the office at 529 Canton Road in Ellet, across from Eastgate Plaza.
Horse racing is a great sport, and now you can have a horse in the race. Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning horse ownership experience. Purchase as little as 1% of a racehorse and pay a set monthly fee. No surprises, modest investment, low risk, and completely accessible and transparent operations. TheStable.ca offers a unique, engaging racehorse ownership experience and features great customer service and consistent updates about your horse. Our innovative video production team tracks your horse's training progress, and clients are encouraged to visit the horses at any time. TheStable.ca is right for harness racing, and if you want to have a horse in the race, it's right for you too. For more information about The Stable, email Anthony at thestable.ca or call 519-400-4263.
Halftime here at Mogadore Memorial Stadium, where we're being treated by the Ellet Marching Band to some nice tunes. And joining me here in the booth is former Mogadore principal and head basketball coach Russ Swartz. And Russ, I imagine you're experiencing all type of first time this, first time that emotion. So how are you feeling about A, not being in the school building every day, and B, not worrying about an upcoming basketball season?
Well, I can tell you things are a lot less stressful right now. But there are certain things that I've missed already. Obviously, coming in August, September, getting back to school and all those things, and starting to get ready for basketball season. But I'm going to stay busy with basketball. I'm going to help out over at Lake this winter, and he's already got some stuff started, so I'm busy that way.
Awesome. So. When you come to an event like this that you've come to for years and years, do you find it difficult to just become a fan, if you know what I'm talking? I know it's not basketball, but you were a principal here too, so it's, you've always been heavily invested. Are you feeling that you can become just a fan at this point?
I think that's going to take multiple years, to be honest with you. I come here and I see the kids, obviously, that were, freshmen, sophomore, juniors last year, still talking to them and communicating to them. And, they come up and talk to me, which is really nice. And, because they don't have to say a word to me, but it's a good feeling to still come here and even though I've retired for this year, to see those kids and, interact with them.
Yeah, absolutely. So you had a lot of years on the bench as a coach in basketball. You started off as a player here at Mogadore. You went and had a distinguished career at Hiram College. Take me back to those first days of coaching. Where did you get your start? And then we'll kind of go through the progression of how you ended up finally retiring from here.
Well, 37 years as a head high school coach total, but I tell everybody it's been 40 years because I was a student assistant at Hiram my last year because I ran out of eligibility because it took me 5 years to get my undergrad. And then for 2 years I was a GA at Akron U under Bob Huggins, which was obviously fantastic.
Yeah,
and then I started there when I graduated from there and working with him. I started at Southeast High School out in Ravenna in 1988 as a head coach at 25 years old. and been doing it ever since.
So Southeast, then Norton.
Norton for 14 years and Mogador for 17 years.
And does it seem like it's all of that, or was it a blink of an eye?
Blink of an eye. You know, the older you get, the more time, the faster time goes. And, you know, my one piece of advice to everybody that's ever coached, enjoy the wins a lot more than you suffer with the losses, because we don't do that as coaches, unfortunately.
Yeah, coaches tend to take those losses home with them and relive them over and over again.
Right.
You celebrate that win and you move on to the next one.
And you're looking forward to the next one and getting prepared.
Any idea of your all-time one-loss record, coaching-wise?
The only reason I know this because I just had a guy relay this to me the other day, 510 and 333.
Wow.
So
that's pretty amazing. And
a lot of time.
So who's taking over the reins here at Mogador?
We hired Connor West back in end of May, early June, before I had officially retired from being principal. Steve Lutz and I. Connor's got a very good basketball background. He played at Coventry for his dad, went to Walsh University and played 4 years there. I think he's 27 years old. He's a young, energetic kid who's got a great basketball background. He'll do good things.
That's awesome. So towards the end of your Mogador coaching career, not the last year or two, but you got the opportunity to coach your own son. And I know sometimes for sons and dads that can be a difficult situation, but you got the opportunity to do it. We talked to Matt Adorni tonight. He's getting the opportunity with his kids for the first time. Any special memories about being able to coach your son, Luke?
Yeah, it was obviously a great 4 years. Obviously, if I had a few things to do over again, I would have done some things over again. Obviously, when you're a head coach, especially when your kid's younger and you know he can play varsity, you worry about what people are saying. But he proved himself from game number one. I know he came out and had 17 points as a freshman. He was just a scrawny little kid, and he showed everybody he could fit in. And being a coach and those things, you're harder on your own kid than you are on anybody else. And when your kid is one of the better players, you tend to be even harder on that person because, you got to set examples for everybody else.
Yeah. I think all of us in that situation have experienced that dynamic, most of us from both sides, right? From the player and the coach.
And you know what? We were so successful in those 4 years. We got to the regional finals and, got one district title, won 3 league titles. So I wouldn't change any of that. And he would tell you to this day, his greatest experiences were all the winning that we did, not all the individual awards he received.
In your career, you got to the regionals how many times?
Got to the regionals 4 times, I believe, and got to the Elite 8 once.
Yeah. So, being in a coaching family myself, I know that's what, whether they admit it or not, we're all chasing that, right? Getting to that Final Four, getting down to Columbus. Yep. So, when you come close so many times, it just kind of, I don't know if it did you, but it kind of gnaws at you.
Oh, it does.
But you got to let it go, right?
Yeah,
you
it
had
does.
An amazing career. So here's my last and most important question for you. Best shooter, Russ Swartz, Rod Swartz, Lucas Swartz.
Oh, without a doubt, Russ Swartz.
See, he was being honest the whole night, folks.
But those two wouldn't say that, so.
No, they probably not. But a family of not only fabulous shooters, but great basketball players, and been a good friend of mine for a long time. Russ, thanks so much for
Well, thanks for having me, Ron. I really enjoyed it.
Great luck to you out at Lake this year.
Oh, thank you.
We'll come out. We'll send a scouting trip out and see how you're doing.
Sounds good.
There.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
That's Russ Swartz, former principal and head coach here for Mogador basketball. We'll take this 30-second timeout, and we'll be back with our sponsor and guest, Vince Rosnack from Edward Jones.
If your saving for retirement approach involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," Edward Jones can help. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Or if you're in retirement and want a second opinion, let's talk. Edward Jones financial advisor Vince Rosnack can help. Stop by or call Vince today at 234-571-9913 to set an appointment. Or stop by the office at 529 Canton Road in Ellett, across from Eastgate Plaza.
So we're back here at Mogador Memorial Stadium, 11:17 remaining in the halftime show. The Ellett Band wrapping up their performance. Really nice, really sharp-looking Ellett Band. And next we'll hear from the Mogadore Band. The Wildcats are up 13-12 here at halftime. And our next guest is our halftime sponsor from Edward Jones Realty, Vince Rosnack. So, Vince, first of all, thank you so much for supporting what we're doing here at Fifth Dimension Radio.
You're welcome.
And not just, and I know you've been a Mogadore fan over the years. Your business is in Ellett, so a perfect night for you to be here. So I'm not going to put you on the spot and ask you who you're rooting for here tonight. I don't want to cost you any business.
I'm just going to say it's been a great game.
There you go. See, there's a man who knows
Which
business.
it is.
So we're going to ask you to just turn just a little bit because we're going to get you on video for these replays too. So, Vince, on a serious note, so in this country, things are changing day by day. Let's put it that way.
Right.
And in your world, it's all about planning not just for today but for the future.
Yes.
And I want to know from you some ideas, some thoughts you have that can protect the average investor and the average old person like myself who is either saving for retirement or trying to manage those retirement funds.
Yeah.
What kind of strategies should folks who are in that realm be looking at these days?
Well, I always start with diversification, and there's a couple ways to look at diversification. One is a no-no. I mean, it's not a no-no, but it's not recommended. So when you think of diversification, what do you think about?
Well, I like to be able to profit no matter what's happening.
Or when you think of not putting all your apples in one basket.
That's right.
What do you think about when you think about that?
Well, I think that I want more baskets.
Yeah, right. You want as many baskets and
That's
investments
right.
as possible,
Exactly.
your investments in different areas. But one place people think about that wrongly is having their money in different financial institutions, money at a bank, money in a brokerage, money in an investment company, an insurance company. It's better to consolidate that in one place. Number one, you lower fees, you get better, you don't get conflicting advice from all these different people, and it's easier to manage. Number two is diversifying your investments, like we talked about, having a good mixture in stocks, bonds, and that could be individual stocks, mutual funds that are stock-oriented, bond mutual funds, individual bonds, ETFs. There's all kinds of ways you can go, but working with a professional that understands your tolerance for risk and your time horizon is key, and then keeping that balance and adjusting as time goes on as you get older and you need to get a little more conservative.
So let me ask you this here,
Yes.
not to interrupt you, but taking all my assets and pooling them all together and plunging them all into crypto might not have been the best idea for me.
No. Well, I mean, when you look back,
Depends on when I did it, right.
But we would never recommend putting more than 10% of somebody's money in one individual stock, bond, gold, silver, crypto, whatever it is. If you want to diversify and have some of that, that's great. And then the other thing I would bring up that I see a handful of people do every once in a while, once you have that diversification set up, don't abandon it for political reasons.
Right.
So in other words, if you're certain, I've seen people do this every election cycle, will have their portfolio set up, it's moving and growing the way it should, and all of a sudden their party is not in control, and they want to abandon that.
Right.
That is the worst thing you can do, because I don't care what party is in power, companies always find a way to make a profit.
Right.
They adjust.
Yeah.
No matter what the policy changes are.
Yeah. You're betting on the company. You're not betting on
exactly
bureaucrat in Washington.
The markets
DC
have proven over the decades to grow through any political cycle. So that's one thing. One thing I'd highly recommend against, because I see one or two people mess up their portfolios every election cycle on both sides of the aisle.
Okay.
So diversification is key, and sticking with it, no matter what the environment.
So
looks
is it safe to say then, in your loyalties tonight, you have diversified between the Mogadore sideline and the Ellet sideline. Is that fair to say in
Well,
terms
I
of
think-
your allegiance?
I think I favor one side more than the other.
But you're not going to discuss that with
No.
us, are you? There you go. It's a wise man right here. So, again, I want to thank Vince for coming up tonight and for sponsoring this halftime show all season as we launch this thing. I want to remind you, if you're listening live and you want to see how Vince has a face for television and I have a face for radio, you can do that on Monday at 6 p.m. on WAOH.TV. That's an online television streaming service out of Akron. You can catch the game there, or you can do a YouTube search for Fifth Dimension Radio, and starting usually Saturday night or Sunday afternoon, you can find the rebroadcast of the game with video and Vince and I at halftime. So please check that out. And Vince, remind people where they can come find you and what number they can call to talk to you.
Well, I am in Ellet, right across from Eastgate Plaza, 529 Canton Road. Phone number is 234-571-9913.
Okay, so check out Vince. He'll be happy to help you with your retirement and your current investment needs. So, Vince, thanks again so much.
Thank you.
Happy to have you up here. Folks, we're going to take a 30-second timeout, and we'll be back here to look at halftime statistics.
Mogador and Ellet fans share a hunger for football. They share an even bigger hunger for great food. You're invited to feed that hunger with a post-game $10 pepperoni pizza special at Roma's Mogador, located at 3763 Mogador Road, or a $5.99 breakfast special at the legendary Lamppost Restaurant, 2146 East Market Street, Akron. They may be rivals on the field, but if there's one thing the Wildcats and the Orangemen agree on, it's a great meal at Roma's Mogador and the Lamppost in Ellet.
If your saving for retirement approach involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," Edward Jones can help. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Or if you're in retirement and want a second opinion, let's talk. Edward Jones financial advisor Vince Rosnack can help. Stop by or call Vince today at 234-571-9913 to set an appointment. Or stop by the office at 529 Canton Road in Ellet, across from Eastgate Plaza.
Ron Whitmer and Chris Canova back here at halftime at Mogador Memorial Stadium, where the Wildcats lead the Ellet Orangemen 13-12. Chris, a lot of what we expected and a little bit of what we didn't expect. Statistically, give me an idea how things broke down in the first half.
Sure. For the Ellet Orangemen, Terrence Parker threw for 144 first half yards, 2 TDs, also ran for an additional 50. As a team, they carried for 125 yards in the first half. Really did pretty much what they wanted offensively, I think. I mean, I think Coach Sachs is probably happy with how that went for them. They kept the ball out of Mogador's hands, so that was good on them. With respect to Mogador, sorry, Ron, I lost my place here. We had 98 yards rushing as a team, and their quarterback had a great first half. 104 yards passing, 2 TDs, another 53 yards in rushing. So really, once again, the quarterbacks have been the name of the game here tonight, and we'll see how the second half goes. And you got to like the way both running backs are running too. They're doing a great job, and it's almost like the running game, not almost like, the running game is setting up the pass game, and it's working for both teams. The defenses have to come up with some way to slow these offenses down.
Yeah, I think for me, the surprise, and maybe it shouldn't have been, was the receivers' ability to get themselves open. Both quarterbacks did a nice job of finding their receivers, but guys were open. It wasn't like they were threading the needle on most of those big plays. But here we are, and I think both of us expected a good game in a similar game. For me, the passing for big yardage, or for big plays at least, is the only surprise of the first half. Now we get to find out if the theory is correct. It's not even a theory, but if the fact that the numbers for Ellett becomes a factor. It certainly didn't appear to be a factor in the first half.
Well, Coach Sachs rested. It looked like he was resting Brandon Knowles quite a bit on offense that first half. So maybe that'll pay dividends for them in the second half. I think for Garfield, I can't really say Garfield.
Well, he coached a long time.
He did coach for Garfield for quite a long time. But for Ellett, I think the key here is they can't let those tight ends run free. They're open all day long, and they got to make some correction there. And then for Mogador, I think that it's a matter of they got to make that one big play on defense. And Ellett did one time, but if I had to pick what was going to happen in the second half, I'd say more running for Mogador and just take it right to him because it's there for him.
Yeah, and on the other side of the ball, I'm curious to see if Knowles got enough rest and starts really running over people in the second half, and if Mogador gets a little tired and has even more difficult time bringing him down. So we're going to take one final 30-second halftime timeout, and we'll be back for the start of the second half. At halftime, it's Mogador 13, Ellett 12.
Mogador and Ellett fans share a hunger for football. They share an even bigger hunger for great food. You're invited to feed that hunger with a post-game $10 pepperoni pizza special at Roma's Mogador, located at 3763 Mogador Road, or a $5.99 breakfast special at the legendary Lamppost Restaurant, 2146 East Market Street, Akron. They may be rivals on the field, but if there's one thing the Wildcats and the Orangemen agree on, it's a great meal at Roma's Mogador and the Lamppost in Ellett.
Hey fans, back here at halftime, Ron Whitmer and Chris Canova. One thing we didn't get to with Vince Rosnack. Vince is a member of the Port Summit Rotary Club, which has also been a supporter of Fifth Dimension Radio. And on Sunday, September 28th, at Melanie Lake, which is part of Kim Tam Park here in Springfield Township, there's a big rubber duck. It's called Dizzy Duck Derby, a rubber duck race at Kim Tam Park. You can get 3 ducks for $20. You can get 25 ducks for $100 to support the local Rotary Club. They support us at Fifth Dimension Radio, and we'd love for you to consider that. You can find them online. You can get your ducks right online at Port Summit Rotary, no spaces, .org, portsummitrotary.org to order your ducks online. So we hope you'll do that. And want to give one more shout out to our friend listening in tonight from Pebble Creek Healthcare Center in Green, Jerry Fitt, the Mogador alum. Jerry, your Wildcats are up a point, so hang in there. They're looking good, but it's going to be a thrill ride right down to the wire, it looks like, tonight. So thanks for tuning in. Thank all of you for tuning in as we build this listenership up. Bob, I think we've been pretty pleased. Both schools, I know, got this on their website this week, and things are going good. Yeah, you want to get on here?
Come on.
Let's get you on here for a second. So one thing I did leave out, Bob, you can speak to. So we had the hole in the schedule in week 8, and we filled that tonight. You want to tell people about that?
Yeah, on the October 17th, originally scheduled Twinsburg at Stowe, but the Suburban League changed the schedule around on this, so we picked up St. Thomas Aquinas is going to be here at Mogador, so we'll be back here at Mogador on October 17th.
Awesome, and I misspoke. That's week 9, but a lot of good feedback. The numbers are up, so
yeah, numbers are really up. The station itself is really growing, and we're getting a lot of people saying that they're listening to the ball games on Friday nights.
Yeah.
So I do know, like you said, you got a person listening tonight from over there in Green. We do have a person that tuned in for the Springfield game from Nitro, West Virginia. So,
there you go.
So we're getting them. So getting ready to kick off here. So I'll let you guys get back to work.
All right. Thanks, Bob, for joining us. Bob Fritz, Fifth Dimension Radio owner. Statler to kick it away from Ellett from the 40. Low kick comes down at the 25. Fielded at the 20 by Mogador to the near side. Looks like Cade Thomas out of bounds just across the 35. And that will be where Mogador start the second half, 1st and 10, going from right to left on your screens.
Well, let's see what the Wildcats come out and do this half. think they're going to go right at him here.
Defensively for Ellett, the big first half from Brandon Knowles had 3 tackles and a pass defended. Maddox Smith under center for Mogadore. He fakes, keeps the ball across the 35, hit there across the 40, 45, 50. He's broken into the open across the 40, inside the 35, and run out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Finally knocked out of bounds by number 12 for Ellett, who is Deshaun Winters. But a big run by the Mogadore quarterback puts him in excellent field position here early in the second half.
Nice little fold block there up the middle, and nicely designed play. Great run.
So Mogadore with a chance to extend their lead. 1st and 10 at the Ellett 29. Smith with 2 backs behind him. Hands off to Lehner. Lehner behind the block from Benedum pushes it up to about the 26-yard line. Give him almost 4 yards on the pickup, bringing up a 2nd and 6. As it turned out, a pretty nice crowd on the Ellett side, and a nice showing for the Mogadore faithful here on homecoming night. Smith will be under center this time. Eye in the backfield. Benedum ahead of Lehner, who gets the handoff, pushing up over the 20-yard line to the almost just inside the 20. And that'll be real close to a first down. We'll see where they spot it. They're going to call it 3rd and less than 1.
Well, that wasn't a great spot, but still, controlling the line of scrimmage, right at them, and I think it's there all day, Ron.
Let's see if Mogadore maybe goes full house here, Chris, with less than a yard. Now, they're just still in the eye. Benedum ahead of Lehner. Under center is Smith. Smith, he'll just push ahead, and he appears to have gotten the first down. They're going to mark it at the 19, which should be enough for the Wildcat first down. And it is. So first down Mogadore. They lead 13-12, and they're on the march here inside the 20-yard line.
Well, you couldn't draw it up any better than this, right? If you're Coach Adorney, get the ball, do what you want with it right down the gut here, start the second half.
Well, in a lot of these Ellett linemen are both-way players, and the side benefit is wearing them down a little bit for offense. Benedum the up-back takes the handoff. He plows ahead for about 2, taking it to the 17-yard line. So that'll bring up 2nd down 8.
Well, this is typically where they've kind of, did the play action pass to the tight end. Let's see if they do that again. Or just keep on going right at him.
Yeah. Lehner alone behind Smith in the backfield. Benedum goes in motion. Dropping the pass to Smith. Now he'll roll to the near side across the 15 and pushed out at about the 13-yard line. Now they're going to mark him, the FAR officials marking him clear up at the 11. Now he's going to move back. So it is the 13, which will bring up 3rd down and just inside 4 yards to go. Ball on the 13-yard line.
Ellett's having a big problem keeping containing the quarterback. He does what he wants with the ball.
Yeah, they're not getting a real big push up the middle. They've been able to get in the backfield on the pitches, and apparently Coach Adorney or one of his coordinators didn't like the look there. They're going to take a timeout. We'll take this 30-second break and be back. Ellett trailing Mogadore 13-12.
Jobs for Ohio's Graduates, JOG for short, is a workforce readiness nonprofit covering Northeast Ohio, including Ashland, Medina, Stark, Summit, and Trumbull counties, helping youth ages 14 to 24 and adults complete their education, develop soft skills, and start their careers. To make this possible, we need people like you to support the next generation of the workforce and partner with JOG today. Go to jogworks.org, JOGWORKS.org for more ways to mentor and hire JOG participants, attend events, and more.
Ron Whitmer and Chris Canova back at Mogador Memorial Stadium. A big play here, 3rd and about 4 for the Wildcats. They're inside the 15-yard line of Ellett. Orangemen trying to rise up and stop them here, make them make a decision on 4th down. Full house backfield. Hand to Lehner. He's inside the 10. Stood up there, and the ball pulled loose. I thought I heard a whistle, but they're pointing the opposite direction, so apparently there was no whistle. Ellett is on the fumble, and it looks like number 5 for the Orangemen fell on that one. That's Brandon Guest.
Well, I wish we...
Still seems like a little confusion on the field, but the Orangemen have run off. Their defense has.
That looked like he was down.
Yeah, and
well, it doesn't matter.
I'm getting older, but I surely thought I heard a whistle before the ball was pulled loose, but apparently not. So the Orangemen do indeed rise up on the fumble by Lehner, and they'll take the ball back at their own 7-yard line. So
talk about a big play. Wow.
Absolutely, and Ellett now in the big hole trying to get out of it. First down handoff. Inside handoff is the number 10. Out to the 10, then to the 20, Jaden Cooper with the carry for the Orangemen. Gives them a little more room to operate. They're going to spot it at the just inside the 13-yard line. So 2nd and about 5. 8:53 remaining. Mogador leads 13-12, 3rd quarter.
Boy, Coach Sachs isn't afraid to just throw in he's run probably 3 or 4, 5, at least 4 guys back at the tailback spot.
Yeah. Cooper and Knowles. Knowles is the up back. Cooper behind Parker in the backfield. Parker in the shotgun, takes a snap, hands to Cooper up the middle. He's got a little crease there, falls forward. Appears to be very near the first down, but about a yard short. No, they're going to give it to him. So 1st down, the ball's going to be spotted at the 17-yard line. 1st down, Ellett. Dug themselves out of a deep hole. Let's see if they try to loosen it up a little bit with some more room to operate. But picking up 5 to 6, 7 yards of junk on the ground, Chris, why take the chance?
Absolutely.
So Parker in the shotgun. Cooper behind him. Parker throws out into the flat, and immediately Austin is hit. Tries to shake away, but cannot. So it's a no gain on the play right at the 17. Austin taken down on the far side. It looked like Thomas with the tackle for Mogador.
Well, up top you see, and I want to make sure I give this young man credit. So I think the first half we weren't quite sure on who caught those touchdown passes, but we did get confirmation it was Trey Carter on both those pass receptions for TDs.
Yeah, that first one on the far side we got confused, but
Right.
17 and 7, it was 17, which is Carter. Parker in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, runs up the middle. He's got some room and pushes forward for about a pickup of 6, maybe 7 on the play. Ball's going to be spotted at just shy of the 24-yard line. So give him a gain of 7. 3rd down 3.
Well, Coach Sachs has to be happy about that. Nice pickup there. He can do what he wants to here, running the ball, throwing the ball.
So again, Knowles in a tight end look here. Parker fakes the pass, now throws long. He's got a man well covered this time.
What a
who
catch.
still comes down with it. And there he is again, Carter. Carter went up over Cade Thomas and took that away. Looked like it was going to be intercepted, Chris. And instead, the ball's brought in near the 34 of Mogador for the big first down catch by Trey Carter, who's really mounting up some big numbers
He
here.
really is. Great catch by that young man. Leaped over the kid from Mogador, and wow.
Probably the best catch we've seen this year.
Right.
Really, really nice grab. Parker, 1st and 10, Ellett at the Mogador 34. In motion is Austin, and maybe a false start it was against Ellett. So they'll move back 5, and it'll be 1st and 15 from the 39.
Well, certainly not afraid to put it up, right?
No. Yeah, that's gone a little contrary to what we expected.
Right.
But they've been both teams have been successful enough on the ground to loosen up the play in the backfield. And I think both coaches thought that there might be some vulnerabilities there, and they're showing that there are. Austin again in motion, fake handoff by Parker. He'll keep it. He'll run the left side, and he's tackled right near the line of scrimmage. That time it looked like number 70 for Mogador. That's Matthew Trusky on the tackle.
Everything coming right. Tried a little reverse. Although he might have just fumbled the ball there a little bit. It was hard to tell if that was a design play or not, but ran right into, 2 or 3 Mogador defenders.
Yeah. Big play for the Wildcat defense. 2nd down, 15, 5:03 remaining 3rd quarter. Parker standing at the Mogador 44, drops the pass, pulls it down. He's scrambling. He's being pressured. He's looking downfield. He spins and he gets knocked down, and the ball's loose on the field. Let's see who fell on it. Looks like Ellett.
Number 6, Terrence Parker, the ball carrier.
At least one flag on the field, or is that just a ball marker?
I think it's a ball marker. Hard to tell, though.
Okay, so a nice job that time by Parker, but very fortunate that his teammate picked up the loose ball at the 31 of Mogador. Short of the first down, it's 3rd down and 7. 4:21 remaining 3rd quarter. So that play had disaster written all over it.
And it worked out, right? They pick up an extra 4 yards.
Absolutely did.
I'm just going to give him credit for that 4 yards. Is that?
Yeah.
I got to look that one up this week.
So Knowles is in the backfield this time with Parker. Parker will roll left. He's got Knowles blocking ahead of him. He's looking downfield, and boy, a great attempt. Did he get feet down on the far side at the 15?
He said yes.
And Ellis saying yes, and the official is saying yes. Definitely too far for me to be able to tell if he got it down. But again, was that Carter on the far side? This young man is just showing out right now. So a 1st down for the Orangemen now at the Mogador 16-yard line. There's probably the 2 best catches now that we've seen all season.
He went up, yeah.
Trips to the right this time for Ellett. Parker takes a snap, hands off Knowles up the middle, plenty of room there. He picks up about 6 inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So
nice run there, nice
more
hole.
than 6, yeah, almost 7. Give him 7. 2nd down 3 from the 9.
Going back to that last play, the young man goes up over 2 or 3 defenders and keeps his feet in bounds. What a catch.
Parker with Knowles behind him. Hands to Knowles again. Big fella across the 5-4, 5-2 touchdown. And that was just power running right there, Chris. Big fella into the end zone saying, stop me if you can. Well, they couldn't on that play. So Ellett with the touchdown takes an 18-13 lead. Now they've struggled on the point after. The first one missing a kick low, maybe got a hand on it by Mogador. And then second score, they went for 2 and came up short. Looks like they'll go for 2 here, being down 5. They'd like to get back up a full touchdown and extra point if they can. So Parker again with Knowles for the extra point. Hand off to the big fella again. He's hitting the backfield, but he's still churning down near the 1. I think he's going to be stopped by a host of Mogador tacklers. Let's try to see who's at the bottom of the pile there. And it looks like it was Benedum, the linebacker, 88. Nice job of stuffing that and keeping Mogador within less than a score now.
You called it, Ron, at halftime. That is a huge play. And Ellett cannot convert. They haven't done it, either the three times they've scored. And Coach Sachs was talking about it earlier tonight. These are the little things you have to do to win. And they're learning, right?
And he felt like his team was ready. Hey, Bob, we're gonna call an audible here on you and skip to the Roma lamppost spot here, and we'll come back for the stables here when we have more time. So let's take this 30-second timeout, and we'll be right back.
Mogador and Ellet fans share a hunger for football. They share an even bigger hunger for great food. You're invited to feed that hunger with a post-game $10 pepperoni pizza special at Roma's Mogador, located at 3763 Mogador Road, or a $5.99 breakfast special at the legendary Lamppost Restaurant, 2146 East Market Street, Akron. They may be rivals on the field, but if there's one thing the Wildcats and the Orangemen agree on, it's a great meal at Roma's Mogador and the Lamppost in Ellet.
So Statler kicks it away for Ellet, taken at the 15 for Mogador by Cade Smith, who's jerked down by 12 from Ellet, who's Deshaun Winters with the tackle. Chris, it looked like something that would be a penalty, but it actually appeared to be a legal tackle there. Just grabbed a handful of jersey and jerked Thomas to the ground. So Mogador will have it. First down 10 at their own 33, and they had no trouble moving the ball to start the half, but unfortunately gave it up deep in the Ellet territory, and Ellet marched back down, put the go-ahead score on the board. They lead 18-13 here, third quarter. Snap. Smith, he'll take it up the middle, quarterback keeper, lots of room. Give him a gain of about 13, maybe 14 yards to the 48-yard line. They're going to give him clear up to the 49.
Yeah.
Just short of the 50. So Mogador at midfield, 3:03 remaining third quarter. Wildcats trailing 18-13.
This just might be the Maddox Smith show for the rest of the second half, because they can't stop him.
And for folks that didn't see Mogador, he's a converted running back, wide receiver, playing quarterback this year. So he's still got that running ability. He runs to the near side. Looks like he's got another first down, but we may have a hold on Mogador. Flags at the 45-yard line. It is a holding now. Now he first signaled a hold. Now it looks like maybe a block in the back. Hold.
I think he was signaling the number of the person who. I don't know what the foul is yet, but I think it was holding.
At any rate, they're going to march it back to the. Well, it's a 5-yard penalty.
Well, it was from the spot on the 45.
Okay.
So I think that was holding. Yeah.
Makes sense. So 10-yard holding penalty from the 45 back to the 45. So first and 15, 2:33 remaining. Mogador trailing. Lehner in motion. Smith looking downfield, nobody there, and almost caught up to in the defensive backfield was Jelani Austin, playing good defense on the Mogador receiver that time. It looked like Thomas again.
So they ran that play at least 3 times in the first half, and all 3 times both tight ends were wide open. They made a correction at half. This time, and both receivers recovered. Nice defense there.
Yeah, and I'll check that was the intended receiver was Colin Hendrickson. Couldn't come down with it. Trips to the right for Mogador. Pass out that way and overthrown over the head of Thomas. And one of the few throws by Smith tonight, Chris, that really just got away from him.
Yeah.
Man was open. It looked like he had room to run, but it falls over his head on the sideline, bringing up 3rd and 15.
I don't think we've seen 2 things tonight prior to that play. One was a bad pass by either quarterback, and the other, have we seen a punt yet? I don't think we have.
We have not seen a punt. How about that? No punts. Smith on 3rd and 15 drops the pass. He's being pressured, and he gets hit as he throws, but it's caught at the 35. Enough for the first down. That ball is brought down by Colin Hendrickson.
What a great play. I mean, he stayed.
And I'm wrong again. That's number 8 that time. Cade Thomas with the catch. Nice job of getting open when his quarterback's scrambling. Go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry.
No, he sacrificed his body there, made a nice throw, and 20 yards in the play.
Another big play for the Wildcats. 1st and 10. In motion, Lehner. Smith will keep it up the middle. He's got 5 yards. He's got 6 yards, and he's finally taken down by a couple of tacklers. For the Orange, it was Knowles in the middle of it all again. Knowles has certainly been a force on defense. He's been a monster running the ball up the middle for Ellett, and they lead 18-13. A minute 25 remaining, third quarter. Mogador on the march, second down 4. Smith with an eye in the backfield behind him. Hands off to Lehner. Lehner with a block from Benedum, but he's met inside that time. Nice job by the linebacker for Ellett. Let's see who that is. And he gets up again. Why do I ask? Knowles again, plugging that hole. So a short gain will bring up third and almost 3 for the Wildcats. So what are you thinking here, Chris?
I'm thinking ball in Smith's hands and just let him, it seems like if he goes back to pass, he can do whatever he wants with his feet after the fact.
Full house in the backfield behind him this time. A pitch to Lehner. A nice kick-out block. Lehner across the 25.
Yeah.
I think they're marking him short. Just to the 26. I'm an old man with old man eyes, but I thought he got it to the 25. They're marking him at the 26. It'll bring up fourth in about a yard.
Again, going side to side against this team. Ellett's much faster. And that hole closed up really quick. It looked like it was going to be easy, an easy first down to your point, Ron. And now we're off to the fourth quarter, and what a game.
We're going to roll it down to the end of the third quarter. At the end of 3, it's Ellett 18, Mogador 13. Let's take this 60-second timeout.
Horse racing is a great sport, and now you can have a horse in the race. Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning horse ownership experience. Purchase as little as 1% of a racehorse and pay a set monthly fee. No surprises, modest investment, low risk, and completely accessible and transparent operations. TheStable.ca offers a unique, engaging racehorse ownership experience and features great customer service and consistent updates about your horse. Our innovative video production team tracks your horse's training progress, and clients are encouraged to visit the horses at any time. TheStable.ca is right for harness racing, and if you want to have a horse in the race, it's right for you too. For more information about The Stable, email Anthony at thestable.ca or call 519-400-4263.
Back at Mogador's Memorial Stadium, beginning the fourth quarter. Ellett Orangemen 18, Mogador Wildcats 13. Mogador 4th and 1, ball on the Ellett 26. Biggest play of the night to this point. Maddox Smith under center. He has trouble with the snap, and he's hit in the backfield and taken down. The Ellett player that time was number 20. Jamel Jones split the gap, got into the backfield, and it's going to be a turnover on downs as Smith was taken down right at the 30-yard line. So great job, Chris, by Jamel Jones for the Orangemen.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, first of all, Ellett brought everybody, and they were going for broke. I'm not sure if the quarterback opened up the wrong way there, or he juggled the ball.
There was a little juggle, and I couldn't tell if he turned the wrong way or he just had to turn that way because he juggled it. But at any rate, it ends up in a loss, and now a first down for Ellett at their own 30-yard line with a 5-point lead early in the fourth quarter. Parker, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Hands off across the 35, still on his feet, out near the 40. And maybe enough for the first down is Jaden Cooper. Cooper's had a couple of big runs tonight. They're going to give him the first down, so it'll be 1st and 10 Orangemen at the 40-yard line. During that last commercial break, our leader Bob Fritz came up to me and said he hadn't heard my name called. Mogador is honoring distinguished alumni tonight, and I think I'm on the extinguished list, not the distinguished list, so not my thing tonight. 1st and 10 for Ellett. Parker hands off to Austin, and he's taken down just across the line of scrimmage Nice tackle that time by Lehner.
Nice play by the Wildcats there. A little bit of a misdirection play there. Showed lead and then tried to do a little sweep with the wide receiver. Just didn't work.
That's at least Lehner's third tackle of the night. He has a pass defensed as well. 2nd down, 9 for Ellett. Ball at the 41. Parker with a snap. Quarterback run up the middle across the 45, out near the 50, and the first down for Terrence Parker, the Ellett quarterback. He has been solid tonight, to say the least. Thrown the ball well, run the ball well when he's needed to.
He's up to 75 yards rushing. Just
Definitely got to have well over 100 yards passing, right?
Yeah,
a couple
he's
of those
at,
touchdowns.
205 yards passing.
Yeah, well, over 200 yards, so pay attention, Ron. So nearly a 300-yard night for the Ellett quarterback. So the senior calls for the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. He's tripped up just across the 50 on the far side.
That was the same thing I think that happened to Mogadore last series. Did he miss the handoff?
I don't know if that was intentional or not. Connor Lehner on the tackle. I've unofficially got him for 4 tackles and a pass defense. So nice night for Lehner.
Looked like a broken play there. Either way, got a yard, made a positive situation out of nothing, so that's good.
2nd and 9, ball on the Mogadore 48. Parker takes the snap. Inside handoff is fumbled. Mogadore in on it. I think Parker got on his own fumble at the 48-yard line, and I think that's where they're going to spot it at the 48 or the 40. Yeah, they're going to put it at the 48 of Ellett. So that'll move it back, bring up a 3rd down and about 12. Not sure, the snap didn't look that bad, Chris.
No, it didn't. I think he missed the handoff. The running back beat the quarterback to the spot of the handoff, and then it was too late. He tried still giving it to the running back, and he just fumbled the handoff.
So big play here for the Mogadore defense. 3rd down and about 13. Ellett with the ball in their own 48. Low snap again. Parker picks it up. He's running up the middle. He's hit. We got a flag on the play. Parker gets up to about the Mogadore 48. Pick up a 4.
This is interesting here, Ron. There's a flag probably going to be holding. Is Adorni going to take this? I would if I were him, even though it's 4th down and 9.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Coach Saxon's going to punt from there. It's going to be interesting.
It is. It really is. Let's see. He just told the official what he wants to do, and I think they're going to decline it.
Interesting. I wonder if Coach Saxon's going to punt. We're going to see here in a second.
Yeah, we haven't seen one yet tonight. So that'll bring up 4th down and 9 yards to go. 8:37 to play. Ellett leads, and now they are going to change. It looks like they will punt.
Okay.
So for the first time tonight, we don't know, but we may see a punt. Like you said earlier in the game, a lot of quickness for Ellett. So a fake punt is not out of the question, but I don't know that you want to give Mogadore the ball near midfield for a potential game-winning shorter drive. So let's see if we can pick up. I think it's Statler again is the punter for Ellett. Looks like him. Standing at his 40. High snap, almost a great job fielding the punt by Statler. He brings it down, gets the kick away. It hits at the Mogadore 25, rolls ahead inside the 20. A nice bounce, clear down to the 15-yard line. Hey, that could be a game-saving play right there, Chris, by the punter, Andrew Statler. What a job fielding that thing.
Well, Coach Saxon's heart, I'm sure, was about ready to pop out of his chest there. What a play by the punter.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a basketball player.
He
got up.
Well, he can leap. We know that.
He got up.
That was a high snap, and he caught it on his fingertips. Otherwise, the ball's definitely inside the 40, maybe inside the 30 for Mogadore. Instead, they're on their own, just let's call it the 16-yard line, 8:23 remaining. They trail Ellett by 5, 18-13. Low snap for Mogadore. Fielded by Smith. He picks it up. He's running ahead. Nice job by Smith. to make something out of nothing, and he gets almost 7 yards on that low snap that he fielded and ran up the middle.
So they had trips left. They spread Ellett out, and quarterback lead the opposite direction, 7 yards. We're going to see a lot of that, I think, this drive, Ron. Ball in his hands.
2nd and 3. Mogador with 2 timeouts remaining. Time starting to become a factor. Smith hands off to Lehner. Lehner ahead. Looks like he's got first down yardage. He does, up to about the 27-yard line of Ellett. So that'll be a 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. 7:42 remaining. Clock will stop until they move the chains.
You know, Ellett's done a really good job on Lehner tonight when you think about it. He's touched the ball, I have at least 15 times here, and he has 61 yards. I mean, they've controlled him tonight for the most part.
Yeah, and Lehner is already north of 600 yards on the season in just 4 games, so they've held him pretty much in check. Toss this time to Lehner, running the near side, spreading him out as Ellett, and he's ahead for a couple of yards. And what do we have? A late flag. Looked like the tackle might have been a little high, Chris. To me, it definitely wasn't a late hit. He hit him first inbounds, it appeared. The referee's going to talk about it. And here's another first on the night, our first referee huddle. And
well, I don't know.
Let's see what they have.
I think I should say no comment here.
Yeah, I mean, it is the point of the game. Every call is critical. Oh, so it had nothing to do with the tackle. A hold on Mogador. Oh, I take it back. So there's 2 fouls on the play. Holding on Mogador, horse collar tackle on Ellett. Those will offset, so we'll replay first down.
Okay, then. All right.
To be honest with you, I didn't see the first flag. I saw the late one. And horse collar made a lot more sense than tackle out of bounds.
It did.
So.
All right, we start over again. First down and 10.
Lots of time to play, but it's a critical time of the game for Mogador to move the ball. They trail by 5, 18-13. Smith in the shotgun. Smith going to take it on a quarterback keeper. Plows ahead for about 4, maybe 5. Give him 4 on the play up to the 31. 2nd down, 6 for the Wildcats.
They've run that play. I'm sorry, Ron. They run that play several times tonight. You think Lehner's getting the ball, but he's a lead back, and Smith's just following him.
Are we getting close, Chris, to the time where clock management is something they got to think about? Maybe pass the ball a couple of times for no other reason than to slow down the clock. Here's another keeper by the quarterback, Smith, and he's ahead for the first down up to the 38-yard line, 6:35. So I guess my point is, Chris, this works as long as you continue to pick up first downs. But if all of a sudden you're 3rd and long and you've run the clock down to a couple of minutes, now you're in big trouble. So something to consider.
I think you're right. I think you're right. And, for any high school team, any college team, heck, definitely for the Cleveland Browns, to drive the ball 80 yards is not easy. And that's what they're doing.
The scoreboard shows that. But they're moving the chains, and as long as they continue to do so. So inside handoff to the near side. Another big game, this time by Lehner, who took the ball as he was coming in motion. Pick up 8 yards. Bring up 2nd and 2, 5:52 remaining, 4th quarter. So as long as they keep picking up these chunks, then it's absolutely brilliant, because you run the clock down and leave Ellett with nothing or next to nothing left. So we'll see how it all plays out. We saw a good game coming in. It was our prediction, and that's what we've got. Inside handoff to Benedum. He's up near the first down, and I believe he's got it. He does at the 48-yard line. So Mogador with the first down. Still over 5 minutes remaining. Near midfield. Haven't seen a whole lot of what I would call Ellett wearing down, so their guys are holding up in there. But if they continue to give up 7 or 8 yards a chunk, then they're playing right into Mogador's hands. So
I think it's cooled down quite a bit out there.
Smith under center. Fakes the handoff, drops, looks deep this time. And he throws into trouble, and that ball should have been picked off. Jelani Austin had it in his hands at the 20 for Ellett. And that time Smith probably should have either found somebody else or thrown it away, Chris, because great coverage that time by Ellett.
It was excellent coverage, and I think to your point, Ron, Coach Adorni is playing the odds here. He wants to score as quickly as he can, because if he doesn't score, then he's in trouble, because the way Garfield's handling the ball with under 5 minutes to go in the game, it's going to be tough getting it back.
Right. 2nd and 10. So let's see what they can do here on 2nd down. Wildcats trail by 5. Smith in the shotgun. Looks over the middle. Has a man open. Pass is caught at the 40. Inside the 40 to the 35 for the Wildcats is Landon Williams with the catch. Williams is a freshman, 6'4", 180. So nice grab by the freshman. Gives his team a first down at the 35 of Ellett, 4:40 remaining.
Again, the tight ends hurting the Orangemen here.
And the math changes a lot there after that play on time on the clock. Handoff inside. Big hole for Lehner, I'm sorry. Lehner has another first down inside the 25. Nice quick hitter that time to Lehner. He's starting to pile up some yards and got a chance to go north of 100 here before we're done. Mogador on the move. 1st and 10 at the Ellett 25. And with that, we have a timeout. Let's take this 30-second break.
If your saving for retirement approach involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," Edward Jones can help. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Or if you're in retirement and want a second opinion, let's talk. Edward Jones financial advisor Vince Rosnack can help. Stop by or call Vince today at 234-571-9913 to set an appointment. Or stop by the office at 529 Canton Road in Ellett, across from Eastgate Plaza.
Jobs for Ohio's Graduates, JOG for short, is a workforce readiness nonprofit covering Northeast Ohio, including Ashland, Medina, Stark, Summit, and Trumbull counties, helping youth ages 14 to 24 and adults complete their education, develop soft skills, and start their careers. To make this possible, we need people like you to support the next generation of the workforce and partner with JOG today. Go to jogworks.org, JOGWORKS.org for more ways to mentor and hire JOG participants, attend events, and more.
Back at Mogador, handoff to Lehner with a run up the middle of about 5. He's tackled at the 20. Looked like the tackle that time was 51 for Ellett.
Well, now it's when somebody from Ellett has to step up, make a big play.
Second down 5. Smith in the shotgun with Bennett alongside him, who throws the block, but a nice job by, there he is, Brandon Knowles. Oh my, a big mistake by Knowles, who had a tackle for a loss, but it looks like it's going to be a late hit. Personal foul on Knowles, who got in the backfield, made another big tackle. Yeah, Chris, I hesitate to ask you. I mean, he did throw him down pretty hard, but I'm looking at your face. I think I know what you think. So it's a tough call. We'll call it that, a tough call against Knowles.
It was a tough call.
Probably by the book, the right call.
Yes.
And
it's going to be the determining factor. Could be determining factor in this game.
Yeah, because that's going to march it down to the 10-yard line after that penalty yardage. The 15-yard penalty puts the ball first and goal for Mogador at the 10. So that's the only good news. The Wildcats are going to have 4 downs to pick up 10 yards. Smith hands off to Lehner. He's hit in the backfield and tackled for a loss. And it was Rayon Griggs and Elijah Griffin in on the stop for the Orangemen.
So Ellett's bringing everybody. They have everybody on the line of scrimmage. I think one of two things are going to have to happen here for the Wildcats. One, do what you've been doing all day. Use your tight ends. Or put the ball in Maddox's hands and let him roll out. See what we can do.
All right. Field goal's not really in play here. The Wildcats trail by 5. 2:44 remaining, clock running. Smith in the shotgun. Second down, goal from the 12. He tries to change the play, and we've got a flag from the back judge. And looks like delay of game. Boy, you really don't want to see that or expect to see that there. So that's going to bring up a second and goal from the 17 for Ellett.
It is.
And Chris, I'm not used to this. The play clock is right under the scoreboard, and I should have been aware of it.
It's right here, too.
And I wasn't. So it's right in front of the official. So we're going to go with what he said on that one. And unfortunately for Wildcat fans, they've got second and goal from the 17. Snap to Smith, rolling to the near side, looking downfield, and he's got a man wide open at the 5. He gets it to Thomas. He's to the 1 near the goal line, and
it's coming back.
What do we do have a flag? Mogador again not happy. The side judge with the call.
Well,
holding on Mogador.
I thought for a second it was going to be a legal man downfield.
Which makes sense because it was a scramble. But boy, that just creates all kinds of trouble now for the Wildcats. Going to move them clear back to the 27-yard line. Second and goal from the 27. And instead of being at the, 1 foot line with Thomas, unfortunate. Trips to the right. Let's see what the Wildcats have up their sleeve. Blitzing is Knowles. Rolling to the right is Smith. He's going to have to keep it. He gets inside the 15 to 10 to 5. Pushed out of bounds at the 4. Hit a little bit late. No flag there. They're going to mark him right at the 5. So a huge play by Maddox Smith. Gets down to the 5. And the Wildcats will have 2 chances from the 5, Chris. So, boy, that's several times tonight. They've been put in bad situations by penalties and have overcome them with big plays. That was one of them.
And that puts Smith over 100 yards for the half rushing.
What a job by Maddox Smith. He's just a junior, 6'1", 190. So Mogador, third and goal from the 5. Snap, Smith looking in the end zone, fires it.
Great
almost
play.
Caught. Good job that time by number 20 for Ellett on pass defense. Jamel Jones again. That's his second big defensive pass tonight.
So it's coming up to a 4th down here. 4th and 5. Again, the ball's going to be in Smith's hands. And what do you do, Ron? Do you roll him out maybe to the left? I'm not sure we've seen him roll to the left.
Yeah, I don't know how good of a passer he is, a crossbody. We may find out right here. 4th and goal from the 5. 1:58 remaining. Smith going to roll right. He's looking back across the field. He's got a man open deep in the end zone. It looks like it's caught. It is caught. A great job by quarterback and receiver Colin Hendrickson, the sophomore, 200-pound wide receiver, comes down with it in the far corner of the end zone. And a huge play for the Wildcats. They go up 19-18 with 1:50 remaining. So that's the good news for the Orangemen. They got 2 timeouts and 1:50 left. The Wildcats, Christy, you go for 2 here, right?
Yeah, you go for 2. I mean, I don't think Ellett's going for a field goal.
Right.
No, that's not true.
Smith going to roll right. He's looking to pass. Going to tuck it. Heading towards the end zone, and he's in. The 2-point conversion by Maddox Smith puts the Wildcats up 21-18. 1:50 remaining, 4th quarter. Let's take this timeout, and we'll be right back.
Mogador and Ellet fans share a hunger for football. They share an even bigger hunger for great food. You're invited to feed that hunger with a post-game $10 pepperoni pizza special at Roma's Mogador, located at 3763 Mogador Road, or a $5.99 breakfast special at the legendary Lamppost Restaurant, 2146 East Market Street, Akron. They may be rivals on the field, but if there's one thing the Wildcats and the Orangemen agree on, it's a great meal at Roma's Mogador and the Lamppost in Ellet.
Okay, hey fans, we've been waiting for this all season. We got a nail biter going right down to the wire here at Mogador Memorial Stadium. The Wildcats have just taken a 21-18 lead over Ellet on a big fourth down play. A nice pass by Maddox Smith to his receiver, Colin Hendrickson, in the corner of the end zone.
That was his second TD tonight.
For Hendrickson, yeah, for the young guy. Nice job. 1:50 remaining. Ellet still with 2 timeouts. Pendergast to kick off for Mogador. He kicks it, a short kick coming down at the 20, and it's going to roll out of bounds. And a penalty will put the ball for illegal procedure on the kick. We'll put the ball at the 35 for the Orangemen, so they got 1:50 and 65 yards to go. Or we haven't seen a field goal attempt tonight. We did see an unsuccessful extra point kick that didn't look real smooth, so I got to believe unless he gets in close, Coach Sachs is going to try to punch one into the end zone rather than rely on a field goal to tie, but that's getting ahead of ourselves here. Ellet with the ball, 1st and 10 at the 35. Knowles is in the backfield, and he moved forward, but no flag on the play. Quick pitch out to Austin for a 5-yard gain to the 40 for the Orangemen, but Brandon Knowles definitely took a step early, Chris, and no flag.
Got away with one there.
Yeah. Which that's exactly what they need right now. They can't afford to go backwards. So 2nd and 5. Ellet trails by 3 here. 1:27 remaining. Parker in the shotgun. Throws over the middle. He's got a man open who's hit at the 50 and taken down at the Mogador 48. That was Austin on the catch. The original hit for Mogador was by Hopkins.
Just given what they're taking what they're being given here.
Trips to the right. Parker to pass. Throws over the middle. Has a man open. Hit hard, but comes down with it at the Mogador 40. Again, that's Austin. Just on that quick slant. 56 seconds remain. 2nd down 3. Ellet. Ball on the Mogador 40. Ellet still with 2 timeouts remaining, as does Mogador. Parker standing in the shotgun in his own 40, or at the Mogador 45, drops the pass, fakes, now tosses deep downfield, has a man open on the sideline, and it's knocked down at the last second. Looked like it might have been Thomas that got over to knock that down, or Maddox Smith. Actually, it was Smith that got over there. So not only a big night on offense, but a big play on defense there.
So if you're this is high school football. Different rules. College football, pro football, that was pass interference, defensive holding, whatever you want to call it. But the guy ran a hitch and go, and the Mogador guy just grabbed him. No call. But the ball wasn't in the air. No foul.
3rd and 3 for Ellet. Ball at the 40. Parker looking to pass. Now steps up. He looks to run. He's got the 1st down. He's out of bounds at the Mogador 35 with 27 seconds remaining. And, Chris, early in the game, we speculated this game might come down to the wire. You use that term loosely. This one literally is going to come down to the last play unless something really weird happens. So Mogador defense looking to stiffen here. They lead 21-18. 1st and 10, Ellet. Ball on the Mogador 35. Parker in the shotgun. Drops the pass. Looks downfield. He's going to lob deep, and it's picked off by Smith. Yes, Maddox Smith takes it in at the 5-yard line for the Wildcats, who now can kneel this thing out. So a nice looking pass, but actually into trouble, Chris, and Mogadore rallied to the ball. Maddox Smith, who had a huge game on offense, has come up big here on this last defensive series. And, boy, just in time for the Wildcats.
He did, and the receiver stopped. I'm not sure why the receiver stopped there, but we're stopped on the pattern, and it was just an easy interception.
So
that's too bad.
Barring something unforeseen, and anything can happen, Ellett is going to come up just short, but a valiant effort. So I just want to take a brief moment to look ahead to next week. So next week we'll be in Peninsula at Woodridge for Coventry at Woodridge. So our first time seeing the Bulldogs this year and the Comets as well. So we look forward to that. If you're in the listening audience and you live out that way and you want to get involved with Fifth Dimension Radio, get a hold of us online if you would like to take out an ad to promote your business on a local ball game. We're always open to hear from you. So here we go. 20 seconds remaining, fourth quarter. Mogadore with a big takeaway has the ball, 1st and 10. They're in the victory formation. Smith takes it, kneels down, and we'll see if Coach Sachs wants to make him do it one more time or if he's going to let it roll. And it looks like Ellis just going to let the clock roll out. And with that, these teams record-wise are going in opposite directions, but both teams are going in the right direction with field play on the field. What do we got? Oh, I thought we had a flag on the play. We don't. So that's it. The Mogadore Wildcats with a big defensive stop on the last series from Ellett. Hold on for a 21-18 victory over the Ellett Orangemen. So the renewal of the series that hadn't been played since the 1930s. The first 2 years go to Mogadore. Mogadore with a big win late in the middle to late second half last year and right at the end this year. So Mogadore goes to 4-1 on the season. Ellett goes to 1-4, but as Coach Sachs was telling us, Chris, at the pregame meeting, you know, his team's been in every game, and they certainly were in this game tonight. So hats off to both teams. We've got the Cambria Bistro postgame coming up. Chris, let's get this out of the way because Bob wants to get down and present the postgame award. So our player of the game, the Cambria Bistro player of the game for tonight from Mogadore, quarterback and just as importantly tonight, defensive back, right? Maddox Smith. So congratulations, Maddox. Chris, you want to hit us with some quick Maddox stats because they're impressive.
They are very impressive. 146 yards passing, 3 TDs passing, a really critical 2-point conversion there towards the end of the game. He also had 159 yards rushing. So, you know, combined offense for him was over 300 yards. Big night for that young man, and certainly deserving of player of the game. You know, as a team, they rushed for 249 yards, and that's really tough to overcome. But I say, you know, Garfield had some standouts as well. Oh my gosh, I said Garfield again, didn't I? Ellett had some standouts too.
We're going to have to get Garfield on the schedule.
We will.
Hey, we're going to come back and take a little closer look at the statistics. But first, we want to hear from our post-game player of the game sponsor, Cambria Bistro, and from Celebration. And we'll be back to put a capper on this thing.
Hi, this is Ronnie Kemmer, owner of Cambria's Bistro. We are located in the heart of downtown Wadsworth at 132 Main Street. Cambria's Bistro is a family-owned establishment that brings together the best of two worlds, the rich traditions of Italian cuisine and the contemporary favorites of a pub and grill. Reservations are not required but recommended by calling 330-331-5282 or 330-331-5357. We offer a casual dining atmosphere that is great for a family dinner, date night, or a special celebration. We feature a wonderful wine list with selections from Sicily to Napa Valley. We also have a great bar menu with specialty cocktails, many beers, cigars, on-tap beers, ciders, and seltzers. Cambria's Bistro also features San Pellegrino sparkling water. We are located in the heart of downtown Wadsworth at 132 Main Street. Come see us soon.
Introducing the Celebration Palace, a brand new and all-inclusive banquet facility located in Hartville in the North Plaza at 240 Kent Avenue Northeast. Still dreaming about your special wedding day or that occasion you're wanting to celebrate and you're not sure where to start? Well, you're in luck, because here at the Celebration Palace, we specialize in wedding and event planning. Whether you are looking for a venue or an all-inclusive wedding package, we have you covered. We help plan your special occasion. We have specialized vendors to help make your special day magical, and our prices are budget-friendly. So let us here at the Celebration Palace make all your special occasion dreams come true. You can give us a call at 330-587-2035 or check us out on our website, www.thecelebrationpalace.com. Stress-free, budget-friendly, amazing staff, and a stunning venue. The Celebration Palace, where your vision becomes a reality.
Ron Whitmer with Chris Canova back here at Mogadore Memorial Stadium. And we've been waiting for this all season, Chris. Just a great game start to finish. So many highlights on both sides of the ball. You had just mentioned before we came back from a break. Certainly, Maddox Smith's interception kind of put a cap on the game, right? But just before that, the Mogadore touchdown, the pass by Smith, which was right on the money, across field, that can't be understated how difficult that was. And the catch that was made by, was it Hendrickson?
Yeah, Hendrickson.
At the back of the end zone, heading towards the corner, being able to get himself inbounds. I mean, without those two plays, Ella wins. And you know, I want to shout out before we get to some more stats from both teams. You know, in consideration, really, for the first time all season as player of the game from Ellett, had they won, would have been Brandon Knowles. I had him for 8-9 tackles and a pass defensed, and a pass interception, along with some big numbers he put up on offense. So I'll let you go over those, Chris. I mean, for Mogadore, two guys stood out to me. The freshman, Tyler Adorney. I mix them up here. Yeah.
I thought he played great on the defensive side of the ball.
Adorney. I'm sorry,
Adorney,
Luke.
yeah.
Luke Adorney had a pass defense, a tackle for loss. He's a freshman. He's making plays that matter in the game. And then not only did Connor Lehner run the ball effectively for the Wildcats, but on defense I had him for 4 tackles and a pass defense. So a big night for Lehner, who on any other night could have easily been in the running for player of the game. So you want to hit us with a few of the. I know we already talked about Maddox Smith, but a lot of other guys put up some big numbers tonight.
They did, and just to finish the story with Mogadore, Lehner had a good night tonight. He rushed for almost 100 yards. I have him at 17 carries, so solid night for him. As a team, they rushed for 249 yards. Like you said, Ron, they're a young team, and Hendrickson had 2 receptions for TDs, and Cade Thomas also had a touchdown reception as well. So they spread the wealth, and I see a lot of sophomores and juniors on the roster, and we can't forget Smith is a junior. He's coming back, so that's big time. For the Ellett Orangemen, Terrence Parker threw for over 225 yards tonight with 2 TDs. So a big night for that young man passing the ball, and he rushed for another 83 yards. So again, big night for him. Brandon Knowles ran for 50 yards on 7 carries. Cooper came in and gave them, really a nice effort. Didn't run the ball that much, but man, he had some big runs. Finished with about 20 yards tonight on 3 carries. So good job by that young man. You can certainly see Coach Sachs was right. They haven't figured out the winning part yet, but they have some talent, and they're growing, and they're young. So looking forward to some positive things for them in the future.
Yeah, Ellet fans, to say don't be discouraged is crazy because, when you're 1-4, there's going to be some discouragement. But it's clear to us, and we see quite a bit of football, right? It's clear to us that they're pointing in the right direction. There's talent on that team. It's showing out, especially at the skilled positions. I was a little, I don't want to use the word disappointed, but I thought they might dominate up front a little more than they did. They started out that way, but Mogador started with their quickness on the line, started moving people around a little bit, giving Lehner some room to run, certainly giving Smith some run up the middle and on the quarterback draw. So, but a lot to like on the part of both teams.
Well, Trey Carter got hot for LA.
Yeah.
And, man, any ball that was near him, he was catching. What a performance by that young man. He caught two of the best catches we saw all year tonight.
Yeah, back to back
by that kid.
Back to back.
So I guess that probably changed the game plan a bit. I would say that, and you brought this up earlier, they don't have very many kids on the roster. A little bit more depth. I'm not sure this game goes the way it did. Don't know, because Mogador has a way of pulling these games out every week, every year for decades.
That's exactly what
Coach
I would
never say never.
About, yeah.
So, but yeah, depth definitely got to the Orangemen tonight. But well deserved by the Wildcats, and I think this might, set the tone for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I think the thing you like most about Mogador, at least in seeing them tonight, is you never get a sense of panic. Like when they went down, there was no panic on the sideline, there was no panic in the coaching staff, and most importantly, there was no panic out on the field. They had some leadership, some junior leadership, especially in their skilled positions, and some of the young guys were stepping up and making plays, and a lot of that, Coach Adorny said it when we talked to him ahead of the time. He didn't use the word tradition, but that's what he was talking about. It's tradition here, and you can fall back on that in tight situations like you saw tonight, and Maddox Smith's interception was just another indication of, it's an oversimplification, but tradition, I think, won this game. And Coach Sachs said that in a different way. His fear going in was he didn't want that to be a possibility at the end,
and
but
that
it
tradition kind of leads these kids to believe before the game they expect to win, during the game they expect to win. It comes to the the end of the game, they're down a few points, they still expect to win. The thought of them losing doesn't enter their mind. It's not a thing.
We're going to take one quick last break to pay some bills here. We'll be back to talk real briefly about next week and thank some people, and then we'll put a wrap on this for tonight.
Tired of boring off-the-rack tees? Want to express your unique style or promote your business? How about create an unforgettable memory? Call us at Screen Print Original, 330-414-1635, 330-414-1635. We bring ideas to life. We offer high-quality DTF transfers on a variety of apparel, ensuring vibrant colors and lasting designs, from custom creations to bulk orders, all for you. If you have an idea, give us a call at 330-414-1635, 330-414-1635. You can also drop us a line at screenprintoriginal@gmail.com. We look forward to serving you.
So back one last time at Mogador Memorial Stadium. Ron Whitmer, Chris Canova. First of all, I want to thank our host here at Mogador for tonight, Athletic Director Steve Lutz, Superintendent John Knapp. I want to thank Russ Swartz, former principal and head coach of the basketball team, for coming up, and our halftime sponsor, Vince Rosneck. Thank all you guys. Thank our engineer, Bob Felmley, and our illustrious president, Mr. Bob Fritz, who's down taking care. This is the hardest working president of a company in the business, right?
He is.
Down there rolling up the banner. I mean, that's dedication right there. So next week, Chris, we're going out to Woodridge to take a look at the Bulldogs, and they'll be hosting the Coventry Comets, who've had their struggles here at the beginning of the year. I'm trying to pull up. I don't know. Maybe you had more success than me. Any scores from tonight of note, especially?
Well, I saw earlier that Talmadge and oh my gosh, Barberton were tied.
Okay.
So 2 teams we've had before, this season. So I'm curious to see how that game turned out. I'm just kind of scrolling. Actually, 21-20, Talmadge, end of the third quarter. So I don't have an update with that yet, but.
Okay, and I don't have the best internet connection here, so not sure how the Bulldogs from Woodridge are doing tonight, but we look forward to seeing them for the first time next week. That'll be a 6:45 air time, 7 o'clock game time. So please remind your friends, if you're still listening here to the live stream broadcast on Friday night, that this game will be available for replay, not only audio but the video attached to it, starting either Saturday night or Sunday afternoon on YouTube. So check that out on YouTube. And we have Woodridge in the fourth quarter is trailing Ravenna 21-20. So we'll be able to tell you how that turned out when we see you next week. Also, Monday at 6 o'clock on WAOH.TV, an Akron internet TV station. This game will be replayed, so please join us there. Support all of our sponsors, and if you're out in the Woodridge area or any other of the schools that Cuyahoga Falls will be back to before long, and any of those schools we're covering this season, please get in touch with us. Your support will keep us bringing these games to you season after season. So for Chris Canova, I'm Ron Whitmer. We want to thank you for tuning in tonight. The final score from Mogadore 21, Ellet 18. Thanks, and have a great night.
You've been listening to Fifth Dimension Radio's Sports Special, where we bring you live high school sports. And we'll be announcing more exciting games coming up in the near future, so keep it on Fifth Dimension Radio. This is your announcer, Bob. Good night.